Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key.
Whisper, screamed it at the top of your lungs. We gained momentum.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You made us unstoppable.
for a brand.
We had a vision for change.
Turn it off. Now!
You made it a revolution. We told you we are the future.
Anyone out here watching this new show?
The future is now. Disruptors, breaking it and making it.
How we looking? Solid. Yeah. Real solid.
Dollar bill, y'all.
They love it when I turn off the bass.
Look at this. Look at this. And that was without even a single drop of rum.
Look at this.
Fuck it. I like the energy. Whoa. I'm streaming over here. Damn, what the fuck is that? I'm just streaming over here.
Pretty good, that.
Right? All right.
Fuck your life.
I don't feel so good.
We're supposed to have 4 fresh fish, but I don't know what's going on.
I don't. They got my homie, man.
Yeah.
Top G. I don't give a shit. She's an American. If we can get her back, great. But like, bro, that shit is not even a comparable trait.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that private pile?
Can you say living children? That was perfect.
Hey, keep up with me. I'm like that little the tree stump from the Apollo. Good luck. He wouldn't know what that is. Showtime of the Apollo, I know that.
They love it when I turn off the bass.
Grown and more seductive than sex. I can see that.
I'm not fucking riding fucking The Rock dick either.
Whoa.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
No, let's go.
I'm going back. Good night, guys.
Yeah. I love it when they turn off the bass.
What is really good, guys? Welcome to Untitled Live. Welcome to episode 133. Welcome. We appreciate y'all for showing up. We're here, guys. Made it to another Friday. How you feeling? So, Brick.
Wow.
Nah. We're gonna give some.
Feel like shit. That's what. Fuck. Yeah. No,
Oh man, if this is your first time coming across this channel, we're Untitled Live, man. We talk about pop culture, comics, movies, all kinds of shit, political shit. We don't stray away from the tough conversations here. First half, we always do a little quick temperature check to see how everyone on the panel is doing. Now I'm gonna start with Stowbrick. How you feeling, brother?
Sick.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. You turn your camera on backstage, and your face looked like soggy.
Soggy.
My man looks soggy. He look.
That's okay. That's I haven't heard that one, but all right, I'll take it.
You look
Soggy.
how you look how like my back feels. I will tell you that. Yeah.
Damn.
Bad. No, but you look good though. I mean, all you need is an 8-ball
I got
jacket.
like a slight headache just going on right there too. Nice shit.
Oof.
Damn, bro. That that's it could be
I'm just
allergies,
here for
brother. It could
presents.
be allergies.
See, I think that's what it is, but I usually don't get allergies. So that's
why a lot of people that say that they don't get allergies.
Yeah, it's allergies. Now that you said that, yeah, it's allergies.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Because a lot of people's going through some shit. Like my eyeballs feel like every time I blink, they scraping. I want to throw my eyeballs all across the room.
I mean, you need
I was waking up in the middle of the night gasping for air. Like
put Visine in your eyes, my guy.
Like,
no, I do. I try to as much as I can, but for some odd reason it's weird. Like I try to like put Visine and I feel like I can't breathe. I can't. I always need help. I always need help like a baby. I don't know. Maybe too much information for y'all on the internet.
Well, then I remember y'all say y'all don't like putting drops and stuff in your eyes. I remember both of y'all.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's like something that it's just like genetically we just don't like shit going in our eyes. I don't know.
Nope. I don't like it.
You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
I don't know what to tell y'all.
I don't like it.
Don't get no eye problems.
I don't like it.
I have eye problems. I don't even know.
You
be wearing my glasses.
You have to use drops.
Oh yeah. You get with the glaucoma, right? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But you could be smoking the weeds, my brother. You could be
I'm
smoking the weeds.
not a smoker. I'm not gonna fuck with my lung. I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
Edibles?
I don't think it works the same. I think it's the smoke from the weed or something in your eyes. I don't know.
You can get it as a tea.
Ooh, get it. You got rid of tea.
Yeah,
you got rid of tea.
Yeah, you could get it out of tea. You'd be chilling.
He be sleeping all day, bro. He will sleep all day.
Tea might work.
Fuck sleepy time tea.
Yeah, you can't get like you gotta get the full CBD. You can't get like full spectrum. I wouldn't even say you have to get the full THC, the full shit.
I gotta get the CBD oil where I can just drop it in my tea or some shit.
Yeah.
You do that, or you know what you do is some people what they do is they get like the oil and they rub it on the bottom of their feet. You know, shit sets them right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, guys. We talk about weeds. So other than you being sick, Bricks, how was your week, bro?
It's been okay, I guess. Haven't really done much. I mean, I'm excited about this. I got new sleeves for my cards. It's double sleeve now, so I'm really protected.
Can you show camera again? Because I didn't. It looks like you holding up nothing.
Oh, yeah. You're not really gonna see too much, but they're double sleeved, so it's
it's like wearing two condoms.
Yeah, like wearing two condoms. Yeah, to protect them.
Guys, boys and girls, that doesn't work.
Nice. So
I think it makes things worse.
This works. It doesn't make it worse.
It's time for
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's the other thing I remember for that show. It's time to
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is. It's always time to do. I'm just trying to get ready for the tournament next month, and that way I don't mess up like I did last tournament where I fucked up on my first game and I was like fuck.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you lost within hours, right?
Yeah, I lost within that. My first round, it was a loss. I was like, shit. I was like, just because I forgot to activate one card.
I remember we was congratulating you, like, "Yo, go, we got this, bro." And my man lost an hour.
Yo, you gotta get the Yugi deck, man. Yugi never loses with that deck, man. That man be having like negative 2,000 points.
Yeah, that man's be cheating. That's why.
And somehow he pulls a card.
How you cheat on that shit? Yo,
you fucking watch the latest movie that came out like a few years ago. At the end of the movie, he pulls a card that's not even in Yuki's deck. Like it's just you see the card glow, and all of a sudden he has a new monster.
Bro, cards just be
like, yo, you're a fucking cheater.
Like, he definitely do be cheating. Yo, cards just be appearing in his deck, like the heart of the cards. Yeah, bullshit, bro.
Yeah, like one of those like reappearing fucking cards where it shows up as one card and it changes within some kind of heat. Maybe use some of its BO. You know what I mean? Yu-Gi-Oh players be stinking sometimes, bro.
The true name of the pharaoh. Just.
I remember one time he was losing so bad, and all out of nowhere he assembled like this card that you have to put mad cards together to make.
Oh, that was like the first episode, dude.
I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
It's like, my grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but what it does have is Exodia.
Bro.
I don't have the slightest idea what you guys are talking about right now, but I'm gonna let y'all cook though. Keep going.
Yeah, pull up the footage, bro.
You never seen the old Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon? It was back on TV back in the day.
Nah, pull up the footage. I'll send you a link right now.
Nah, we good. I don't want to.
I
don't want that to be the one. I don't want that video.
By now, that shit is fucking, public domain by now.
Nah.
Really? But your move. You don't remember that shit? Bro, it was on like regular TV too, bro. It was like, was it on Fox or was it on Channel 11? It was on one of them channels.
Nah, man. Well, yeah, that shit came out because I was outside. Yeah, I don't do that shit. Don't be sending me no links, bro. I'm not gonna check.
I'm sending you a link. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat right now.
Zodi should never happen, bro. He did nothing to some of that shit.
all the virgins are coming out now.
There you go.
You piqued everyone's interest right now.
Yep, that's what I do.
Also, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh channel now. Yo, if we can get the views,
it's an everything channel, bro.
If we get the views, I will pander.
Fox. Yeah, it was Fox.
Yeah.
I will pander.
I don't even get the views because you just started insulting people by calling them virgins.
Yo.
I had to say virgins. I said a BO. Yeah.
No, you said virgins. You said all the virgins are coming out now.
and the BO. I managed to do it right.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Chris knows. They stink.
Is that? Yeah. I mean, it got so bad they had to actually make it a rule.
So
an official tournament rule that if you have BO, you will get a warning to correct the BO. If you can't, you are disqualified.
So you're saying all Yu-Gi-Oh people who know about Yu-Gi-Oh are virgin that stink. That's what you're saying.
Nah, I'm not a virgin that stinks.
I don't know. That's the statement Fresh just put out there. He's all the virgins with the BO.
Not in that order.
So not in that order.
Not in that order, man. But yeah. All right, cool, man. I mean, so I'm glad you're here.
Yo, John.
Hey, yo, John, what's popping, homie?
What up?
Man. We appreciate your life.
What up, John? What up,
outside, yo, what's going on? Y'all out here?
Yo, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh talk. Yo, attracted everybody to the channel.
Damn, bro. And I just detracted everybody.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
I don't know, my man. That was cheating.
Yeah. No, Fresh Prince. Yeah, that ass. It became a rule. I think 2 or 3 years ago. That they, because there was a lot of complaints at tournaments where, people were playing against an opponent that had really bad BO. So the Konami was finally like, yeah, this is an official rule now that if you're at a tournament and you have BO, and the judge tells you have to correct your BO. If you can't correct it, you're disqualified. Sorry.
That shit is OD. Like,
because
wow.
Yeah, because
Like, what happens
that's
if
just
you,
not
like,
fun. You go in
culturally,
some
like,
place. It's already tight. It's already a congested space. There's a lot of people, and then you got to deal with the smell too. Like, nah, get out of here.
I could imagine.
So
Yo, I
I was
remember
really
Comic
glad that
Con.
they actually made that a rule.
Comic Con, when we went to Comic Con, that little section there, it was a little sourdough-ish.
Mhm.
It smelled like sourdough, bro. You can't deny it.
No, I don't feel bad. They made that same rule for some of the gaming tournaments too, because niggas coming there stinking.
Yeah, it's a sourdough for me. But it smells like someone's making bread. I'm out.
Come on, nerds. You can be sweaty, but you can't be stinking sweaty, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, everyone sweats,
Fix
man.
the BO. Fix the BO, people.
Yeah, love what you love, but please love yourself too.
Yeah, but what happens, Joe? Like, hypothetical, right? If you meet,
hypothetical,
like, let me talk to Red.
Talking to
like,
me?
You meet a shorty, right? Yeah, I'm talking to you directly. To you.
Okay.
So if you meet a shorty, right, and she's like a 10, bro. 10. You met her through Tinder.
It's about to go wild. Once he says it's 10, I know it's about to go left.
You never been on a date with her. You never been around, like, physically. It's been all talk for months. You have a connection. She likes all the things that you like. And you really like, this girl, she's the one, but I haven't met her. You do meet her. And she smells like sourdough. Yo, did you see the sister defeat?
Sticky face
what would you do? Like, how would you handle that situation? Would you tell her, like, yo, babe, like, or would you just let it rock, or just not talk to her, like, don't even deal with it anymore?
It's how strong is the scent though? Like, it's like for me to let her know, like, straight up, like, yo, you stink. Like, it has to be like
first off, this is what you got to figure out. First, you got to figure out if this is a one-time situation, or has Red already been seeing her for some time. Is this the first time he's meeting her? And she smelled like sourdough.
He said this is the first meetup.
I mean, just say it's the first time meeting her.
Okay, so you got to see what happens to see if that's a stick.
Yeah, I'd have to give it like a second.
Because you never know what her day was like or some shit. Maybe she construction worker or some shit.
But understand this, like, this is your first date, and this is not like just an hour. This is like you guys planned the whole entire day together. Like, you guys gonna go to Broadway to see a show. Like, you're gonna be around other people in different parts of the city. Oof. Tickets already bought. You really can't back out.
He stepped that game. He stepped that fucking challenge up.
All right.
He's like, y'all gotta be in closed spaces in public.
Does she smell like this on the second date?
We don't know.
We're still
you gotta get to the first day first, man.
Jesus Christ!
Like, what are you saying to her? You're gonna be like, yo, and she's wearing a sundress.
I don't know if people know me, but like, I don't handle bad smells very well. Like, I would. That's why he's laughing, because he knows I'm the one to tell you, yo, what the fuck stinks like that? He knows something. That's my reaction. Yo. Oh my god. Oh my.
That's tough, dude.
I'll probably have to find an excuse to leave to dip that date, yo. Like, an emergency just came up.
Are we smashing? She wants to smash.
Oh my god, she wants to smash.
And she's like, yo, let's go back to your place.
With that badass body odor? Oh my
god. That. No, that's fine. Okay, we go back to my place. Hey, get in the shower first. Make sure the ass is clean before we.
If the body stink, I guarantee you she's not taking care of the puss, man.
Yo, that's it. That's why you got to get it to your place and be like, yo, jump in the shower.
Nah, because if you say jump in, what happens if, like, she's like, you get to the door, you open the door up, and she's all over you, and she's taking your pants off. I don't want to get too graphic. Like, you don't have time to be like, yo, hop in the shower. Like, it's on. Like,
you tell her hop in the fucking shower.
If the body stink, I know.
Like, I ain't trying to get no infections.
Stink, bro. The box is bad. I don't think it's happening.
But what would you do, right? This is the main. This is the discussion here.
Bro,
what are you gonna do, bro?
I'm running, bro. I'm sorry, man.
My man dancing. Dancing.
I'm ready.
Oh, like
Yo,
girl of his dream. Whatever he decides to manifest, that's the girl that's gonna be thinking.
yo, y'all doing me dirty right now, yo. Like this is crazy.
Damn. He said Scarlett Johansson. Sourdough.
Scarlett. Yep, Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Sourdough's go. Oh.
Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2. Scarlett Johansson.
Yo, I'm probably gonna smash and just keep this shit to myself. I'm probably gonna smash and keep it to myself, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm opening up windows though.
Put the box fan on.
And I'm putting the fan on with it aiming towards the
full blast.
Full blast aiming towards the window so it's blowing the sticky out.
Yo, you got to make sure that you're behind her downwind.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, backdraft.
Yeah, you got to make sure that shit's.
That's some horny motherfuckers, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm taking it down.
I wish I could start a polling on this shit right here. You know, with the poll, I want to see the percentage of y'all. But I think y'all all smashing. I mean, we all been down that road before, man.
Oh man.
We all been.
If she don't come back the second, then I won't feel bad doing it. But if she comes back the second time, I'm gonna have to end the shit. I'm like, you know what? Nah.
Oh, so that means you're gonna give her a pass for the first day.
The pass, well, yeah, I'll give it a pass. I'll give her a pass for the first day.
All right, cool.
But that's what guys do. Yo. Girls are the ones that normally will cancel you for like stinking on the first date or something like that. Like, girl, he was stink. But guys, we give chances. We give chances sometimes, yo.
Yeah, because it's slim pickings for some of us, man. We be like, yo, like it's been a minute. It's been a dry spell. You ain't trying to be like, nah, you know what? Let's be choosy now. Like we could fix it. Get some Irish Spring. Most harshest of soap.
Get some coast. Definitely open up some eyes. Yo.
Throw some incense on. Put some incense in your fucking nostril. Oh man, yo, we got there, man. So we went left for the day.
Shit, why you trying to come on me? I don't know. It's a little fetish I got.
little Febreze puffs. Every 5 minutes gets remind you, like, got you, bro. I got you, bro. Oh man. So yeah, my week, man. My week was pretty good. Not too crazy, not too wild. Watched The Mandalorian, like our homework, entails us to do.
Quantum Mania, I liked it.
Was the Quantum Fire?
I think we had mixed reviews about it, but I know I liked it.
Quantum Mania, I mean, it's a watch. It's a good time. I wouldn't put too much stock into it though, but it's a good time. Has some good jokes, some good visuals. Yeah, now we have it on there too. We also have a watch party for The Mandalorian. If you guys haven't seen that, we have a watch party that we uploaded a couple of days ago. Pretty funny. Got some good funny moments on there. This is a good time. Other than that, Mandalorian, that's all I saw. That's pretty much all I watched. So nothing too crazy. So nothing really to rave about this week. Ray, how was your week?
It was alright. Can't really complain. It was a week. It went by. It was fast.
Yep. That's how I felt.
Didn't really do much this week. I ain't go to movies. Well, I'm lying. Sunday I went to go see Super Mario Brothers again.
Oh, again.
Yeah, that movie's good.
I mean, that's worth it, man. That's a good movie.
Like, I just looked on my my son's story timeline, and he went to see Super Mario Brothers with his friends. And I got jealous because I wanted to see the movie again. I don't even care. I don't even want to see it with him or his friends. I just want to see the movie again. I got jealous that he got to see the movie. That movie's so good, man. So good. So good.
Yeah.
It's childhood. It's for us, man. I don't think it's not for those kids nowadays. It's for us.
Yo,
I'll
you
tell
know
you.
what's crazy though? I was watching this one of those videos that like two scenes that give off the same energy, and they were showing that the Super Mario Brothers scene when they get the star power, and then they showed a clip of My Hero Academia, the movie where he gives all for one. I mean, one for all to
Bakugo?
Bakugo. It
Yeah.
was like the same shit. I was like, yo, and I was just like, yo, it did feel that like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So yeah, I
Even
saw
played it.
Mario
Even
Bros. I watched the Wonder Woman animated movies. The first one I was just Wonder Woman where she fought Ares, and then the second one where she fought Medusa. But it was weird because it was both movies was like the telling of when she first came to America. So it was like they showed one movie where it was her coming to America for the first time, and then they showed the next movie with her coming to America for the first time. It was like the regular DC version and the what's the fucking
Elseworlds.
New 52, the New 52
Oh yeah, New
version.
52.
Yeah, it was like the New 52 version and the regular DC version. But I mean, both movies are good though. So
Yeah, the animations are pretty on par.
they should have did a continuation of Bloodline because the way Bloodline ended, it's not like there was going to be a sequel because she had this like corporate woman that was talking about she's going to find the island and steal her tech and all that stuff and blah blah blah. And the way it ended, it seemed like there was going to be a sequel and shit. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to it, why they never did it, but yeah, and that's my week. I didn't really do much. Cocaine Bear is out on Peacock. I watched a little bit of that before the show started, but then I had to stop.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear, knock at the front door, whatever. That shit is on Peacock as well.
And Disney Plus has the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans and shit.
Came out. I mean, I know it was coming out, but it's on it now.
What?
The Peacock? The not Peacock. Spider-Man on Disney Plus is on it today.
The Tobey Maguire ones, yeah, it's there.
That's what's up. That's a
They
good.
call it. They have it under the Spider-Man collection or some shit. Bunch of movies and cartoons.
That's what's up. You know what that means. You know they Sony's about to sell.
They got none of the Tom Holland ones though.
It'll be there soon. They probably still got they probably still have streaming rights to like Stars. Probably waiting for that to end. They'll probably bring that shit over. But I'll tell you one thing, man. I'll tell you what wasn't for us was the fucking Power Rangers fucking Once and Always. Bro, I watched that shit 3 days ago and I'm still fuming.
I didn't see it. Everybody's talking about this Power Rangers movie. Where was it on?
Yeah.
It was on Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, I should have told you to watch it.
Yeah.
Could have talked about it.
I haven't seen it yet either, though.
Talk about it. Look at his face.
No, bro, like
he's in pain by himself right now, so nobody.
I see. I can see it in his face right now.
What's crazy is like people saying it's not for us, right? It is for us, right? You made this shit the range. Like my man's is like 50-something years old.
If you put the old school Rangers in there, it's for the adults.
It's for the old fans, right? And I'm sitting there like, why is the Green Ranger still in this bitch? Like his candle blew out like 20 years ago. Why the fuck he's still green? If anything, it should have been the White Ranger.
Oh, this is his last movie? Was this his last movie? Oh.
He's not in it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's terrible.
So they did after he passed away then.
No, they did it before. He chose not to do it.
He probably knew it was gonna be bad. He saw the script and said, "Oh hell no!"
Wise decision.
It's a wise decision, and it's like, bro, they trying to like they didn't monetize, but I would say like they just trying to rehash the whole Trini shit, like her dying and shit. As far as like they show her die in the movie, and they try to explain why she's not around, and then they bring her daughter as the new Yellow Ranger. It's only 50 minutes.
Or they could not been tacky by doing something like that and just say, hey, Trini passed away. Here's her daughter. They didn't have to show people her dying. Kind of weird.
It's weird. It's a weird situation, but like, I was sitting there like, whatever.
And by side, you had another the Aisha was the Yellow Ranger after Trini. So why were you
Aisha was there, man, but she was not. I'm sorry, man. She was not fitting in that spandex, bro.
Yeah, she grown now, man. I'll leave it at that. She grown.
The Rocky dude, like there's no way. Like when you see him in regular clothes, compared to like when he's a skinny. Yo, my man, I'm like, yo, bro. my man lost 40 pounds when he morphed.
You talk about the Red Ranger, right?
Yeah, Rocky, bro.
Yeah.
Walter, Walter Jones, like he still looks good, like for his age, like he doesn't age. But
that Billy?
Who was?
Zach. Was that Billy or Zach? Yeah, okay.
You still got that
Zach.
The finger's there. I mean, the finger is not there, but you see it.
Yeah, it's gone, bro.
It's gone.
Nah, but yeah, he always looked good for his age, though.
I mean, I get it, man. They try to capitalize and like it was a movie that we didn't ask for. I didn't ask for shit. But anyways, I'll let y'all watch it and then we could talk about it next week. Fresh Prince.
You ready to shit on it? I'm good.
I put myself through this certified.
You should do what I do. Trick people into watching it. Then we go talk about it
right
together. Like I did that too. I did that to like Melvin. So me, Marrero, and Daniel Zambrano, we went to go see Oblivion. After a store meeting, right? So we go to the movie theaters. We watch Oblivion. I think I fell asleep at the beginning of the movie. I think Morel fell asleep in the middle of the movie, and then Dave fell asleep like near the end of the movie. So, and we all took turns falling asleep at a different part of the movie. That's how bad the movie was, yo. And like
that was the Tom Cruise and
that was the Tom Cruise
joint, right?
Yeah. We're looking at the watch like, yo, where's this movie over, bro? Yo, when we get out, right? So the movie ends, we get out, we walking down the line. We see Melvin on the line for the movie, and he's like, "Oh, you guys just finished seeing Oblivion?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "How was it?" He said, "Yo, it was good, man. We enjoyed it."
Yo, that's fucked up.
Yo, he was like, "Yo, it was good, man. We enjoyed it. It was fire."
Yeah, I could have swapped my ticket, bro. You did me dirty.
I'm at the job, yo. I'm at the door. You know, I work. So I see Melvin come back. He comes to the store. He mad.
Yo, I remember watching that movie, and at the end of the movie, I realized I'm like, yo, what is this movie even about? I was confused at the end, like what the hell watch? Yo, they should have named the shit Oblivious, bro. Because that's at the end of the movie. That's how I felt.
The rage Melvin face, bro. He's like, you guys fucking lied to me. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I couldn't suffer alone, man. I'm sorry.
That's messed up, yo.
Man, bro.
Oh man.
Shout out to the trash movies out there, man. They have to happen, bro. They have to happen.
For us to appreciate the masterpieces.
Yeah. Well, isn't there like an award for like bad movies? The Razzies, right? Some shit like that.
Yeah, the Razzies.
Yeah. I think Halle Berry won one for Catwoman.
Yeah.
She accepted it though.
That movie was. It takes a lot for an actor to sit there and take that. Like you're gonna take that award.
Some of them really show for the award. Some of them don't. Some of them do show for the award though.
That's being a good spirit though. It's like most of these people know it ended up being a bad project. Like so.
How many times does Sharknado get nominated?
Oh my god. That's weird. That's weird though. Cause that's like a cult classic though. Like
I think Sharknado has more movies than fucking Fast and the Furious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they Razzie movies that are intentionally bad. Like I think they Razzie movies that they try to be good and they end up being bad. I don't think they
right.
They do it for the ones that intentionally bad.
I tell you right now, like I stopped watching Tremors after the first one, but there's 10 movies.
Me too.
There's 10 movies, bro.
There's people that love those movies though, bro.
Yeah,
like us, like me and Fast and Furious, man. I've been to every one. I've seen every one.
And did you see the new trailer of Dom doing some wild Ghost Rider shit?
Yep.
My man is Robbie Reyes, bro.
Listen, I really, I don't know why people keep fighting this shit. Dominic Toretto is a superhuman being, bro. He's a superhero. It's over. It's over.
Yo.
Stop fighting. Once I saw the man step on a crack and destroy the whole parking lot structure, yo, that was it. That was it. I was like, yo,
my man did a def we call it a Def Jam icon.
Bro, that was officially it. I say, listen, we in superhero territory now. This is it.
My man Curb stomped the whole parking structure. Like,
Who do you,
hold
who do
that.
you think he comes up with these ideas?
Yeah,
these,
he has to have input in this. He has
really
to.
does.
It's
I
too
really
crazy.
think he does,
So
bro.
just imagine being in a writer's room with Vin Diesel. He's like, yo, there's gonna be a scene, right? There's two bridges, right? And I'm in the middle, two trucks, my car jumps, pivots, and goes down the dam. And you can imagine like they have to sit there and write that. Like, all right, cool. Whatever Vin wants, right? Vin gets.
Yeah, Vin, we can make it happen. I can make it happen. Yo. Shout out to the writing team though. Somehow they make it happen though. They somehow.
I think there's somebody that, somehow figures out the physics of this through GTA. They're like, yo, I did this in GTA. I drew off the bridge and just went down the fucking dam.
Physics are like non-existent in these movies now.
We could do it in the movie.
The director that was slated to direct, Justin Lin, he fucking left the project. He must have saw that. He must have read that scene like, I'm fucking out of here, bro. I can't do this.
I can't do this shit.
I can't do this. He left 10 days after he left 10 days while shooting. They didn't have a director 1 month. Nuts. They shot shit without a director.
I remember that. What was the one where he must have like knocked the bridge was destroyed, so he must have knocked a piece of log under his tire and swung his car across.
That's what I was thinking about.
Physics. My mother saw that shit. She doesn't watch any action shit. But when she saw that shit, she said, "That ain't right." West Indian accent. She's like, "That ain't right. I want that. That's impossible."
Because he physically knew that fucking whatever that shit was gonna catch his car and my man Tarzan with a fucking car.
I was like, "Yo, that ain't right." And I'm in the corner laughing. I said, you never saw the superhero? This is a superhero movie. She said, oh, it's a superhero movie? I said, yeah. So, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that shit all started from number 5, when he fucking jumped and caught Letty mid-air and landed on another car on the other side of the highway.
On the other side of the highway, yeah.
It started from 4 when the man dropped the car engine and caught the chain with one arm.
That's true. You're not lying. And I'm mad at myself for forgetting that because I always bring that shit up. Yeah, bro, one arm.
The shit was falling. He caught it with one arm.
No shaking. Bro, I hold groceries, bro, and I'm shaking. This guy's holding fucking a V8 fucking twin turbo fucking engine.
I've been a mechanic my whole life. I can do it.
Bro, listen. Nobody's doing that in car engine. I don't care. No. You gotta have the strongest bodybuilder. He's pulling the arm. He's pulling his muscle. Something's getting dislocated. Yo, you do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I ain't doing
one arm.
He's wilding. Yeah. So I take that back. So 4. That was number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wilding. He threw a dude out the window, caught him by his ankle, held him, one arm. I'm gonna drop you.
Yeah. I think we need to do a rewatch, man. I think we need to rewatch before this one come out, man. We need some comedy skits, man. This is going to be hilarious.
Like the normal Fast and Furious, you had 1, the first one, everything was normal. Mm-hmm. Nothing was crazy. Nothing crazy happened. It was normal racing. 2, same thing. Normal racing. Nothing really crazy happening. Just getting the money from the drug dealers and blah blah blah. 3, normal racing with the little kids in Tokyo having fun. 4, we superhero shit. We went in superhero territory. From 4 on, it was like superhero time, man.
Well, that was the they converted the spies though, right? That was 4, right? When they turned into the spies first, they was like undercover agents.
4, they were still criminals. I think it was 5. Or maybe
I began to mix up.
I think 6 is when
so many to keep up, and they all like don't make sense.
4 was when they were trying to find out this girl that was presumed dead, so they were trying to find out who killed her and some shit like that.
Yeah, we can't forget.
Okay,
we can't forget
my bad. I called him a spy. I meant to say undercover. That's when Brian went undercover, basically.
Yeah, Brian was
In four,
undercover,
right?
and then
Right.
In
That's what I was
five, they were
thinking
all
about.
criminals. They were all criminals because they broke him out of jail. So that's when The
Mhm.
Rock came in and he started chasing them.
Yeah,
and then they had that. They also had that superhero battle where they was fucking breaking through walls and shit like
Yeah,
that.
bro. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Let's not forget about my man Dominic Toretto drove through an airplane, through the nose of the airplane, through the nose of the airplane, flipped 18 times, no seatbelt, survives.
Mm-hmm.
A submarine exploded. Cars came around him like a diamond. He survives. Doesn't get burnt. Yo,
I'm good.
That
You don't know.
crazy.
You don't know why, man? Because you got family.
Yo, I was just about to say that.
Yo, Gal
The power
fell
of
off
family.
Gal fell off a wing, bro. She died,
And she was done.
Maybe back.
Instantly. And it wasn't even like that high of a fall either. It was and she died. But Dominic Toretto do superhero shit. Nah, he's alive, bro.
Man, she's not the main character, man.
That's true.
Dom
It's
got
like,
super,
it's her
plot
first. It's like her first movie. They're like, yo, whatever. We could kill her off. They didn't realize how big she would be.
Yeah.
But,
Yo, they
I
bring
liked
her
her in
back,
that movie too,
bro. Watch you gonna say, oh, when she flew off the plane, Mr. Nobody was there with a fucking mattress and caught her or some shit.
They better not.
The same way they said he wasn't in the car in the Fast and Furious Tokyo. What nigga? We saw you cry. Everybody saw you cry.
Yeah, they confirmed that Brie Larson's character is Mr. Nobody's daughter, not Brian's sister. So that's gonna be fun. I'm surprised she joined the project.
What happened to Scott Eastwood, yo? They should have kept Scott Eastwood in there.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
They probably bring him back. They're probably not gonna show him on the bill, but I think it's like the culmination. They're gonna bring everybody that. Yo, listen, if you don't bring Hector back, then I don't want to see it.
Nah, for
Hector,
real, bro.
Hector
That's kind of violation.
Every movie he's in, his name is Hector.
Yep.
He plays a Mexican cholo every single time. My man is Italian.
Cold-blooded.
You don't believe me? His name is Noel some shit. He's Italian.
Nah, yeah, I
Nah, pull it up. I don't believe you. Pull it up.
Fact check.
I think it's mixed up. I ain't gonna, but I got it right here. I'm telling you, bro, Italian. But every movie, his name is fucking Hector. I can't even pronounce his last name.
My man got the Hector cinematic universe.
Yep. My man Z knows what role he's going for.
Guglielmi?
Yeah, there we go.
Noel Guglielmi? No doubt.
Yeah. As soon as that shit says,
look,
yeah, he's definitely Hector and everything. He definitely is though. I know that for a fact. He's definitely Hector in everything. That shit is hilarious, bro.
I wonder if the writers just like when they cast him, they just like they created like, all right, his name's Hector. Or like he requests like, yo, let this be like a thing. I'm Hector.
He probably requested it because they probably just have him as random thug number 1 or number 2 or some shit like that. So yo, just call me Hector, bro.
I think the first movie I've seen him in was like either Bruce Almighty, maybe.
It was Bruce Almighty for me.
When the monkey went up his ass.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen him. His name was Hector there too.
He's a hey little buddy, go back home. He trying to run away. Oh
man, Hector, bro. Oh man, damn, we went left. Yo, Fresh Prince. How was your week, man? We didn't get to you yet, man.
Oh wow.
Gucci?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm Gucci, man. I'm here again. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to be here another week. Yeah, you know, we did the watch party, so that was cool. I had so much fun with that again. Other than that, yeah, just my son got back to school, so you know, just been on him homework and helping with that work. It's been a pretty good, yeah, it's pretty simple week, basic week. No, I watched that. I know I watched well, I did see Mario Brothers. I didn't get to finish watching Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm gonna be honest, I was having mad fun with that though. I was really enjoying that movie. But again,
Where's
with like my son
Jonathan?
being off and stuff today, like I kind of was cutting back and forth between it, but I was really enjoying it though. Like that movie is definitely funny. Like yeah, like Red said, that whole Jonathan shit in the beginning had me dying. It's like, yo, who's Jonathan, bro? But no, that was hilarious though. But like I'm digging the
Is
movie.
Jonathan coming? Because I really hate to have to tell the story.
I think, yeah, like I think Jonathan will probably understand a little bit more. Like, yo, bro. And then when he came in, I don't even want to spoil it, but then when he came in, it's like to see who Jonathan was. I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? This is crazy.
I say this shit every fucking week, man. This movie is so underrated, so fucking good, man. If you got if the movie if it's still playing in your theaters, man, go ahead and watch it. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good movie. They did their thing.
Yeah, I again, I didn't finish it, but I agree with you guys. I feel it's definitely underrated based on the fact that I haven't heard about anybody talking about this movie since it came out. So yeah, in that degree, I do feel like it's underrated.
It's definitely my song for me. I'm gonna get that shit. I'm gonna get
that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's a must cop. That's a must cop.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of like news and rumors and stuff that we'll probably go over, but besides that, I don't really think there's anything else new that I started watching. But yeah, we're gonna have to find something soon because Mando's done. So we at that point now. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, there's a lot of other shit out there, but like non-comic booky shit. But shit that we don't really talk about. Like, we're not gonna say and have a whole fucking Succession,
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that show is killing it too. Yeah, man. So that's good, man. I'm happy you're back. I'm happy that everyone is here. Got a full panel today. There's a lot of fucking shit that came up, but there's a lot of leaks out there. So we're gonna talk about some shit right now. Yeah, let's run it. Preview.
Leaks and tangs.
Yo, so the internet survives, man. The internet wins. They bullied an actor out of the Lilo and Stitch, man. I feel bad. Yo.
Oh shit! Word.
They recast the dude. They recast him for another like darker skinned dude. Yeah, bro.
I thought you were talking about the girl. Okay.
Nah. Well, they was talking about the Mr. Bubbles, but they had an outcry with that shit, and they casted another dude to play Bubbles. I forgot his name. I'm like, yo, you should have got Ving Rhames. He's still alive.
Exactly.
And he voiced the character.
Yo, pull back. He good. He
looked just like that.
Yeah. He looks just like the character, and he voiced it. So I don't understand what. Y'all went and got Jim Joe from Mufasa. Why can't get ready for this shit?
Yeah, well, he was sounding tired though.
Yeah, Jim Joe is tired, man. He's old. He's close to 90. He's old, man.
Bro. That's it. If something happens to that man, it's finished.
Real quick before y'all move past that, I don't know if y'all heard this or seen this, but they somebody did a recut or basically redid the audio for Vader's scenes in Rogue One, and they did it with the younger voice version with the AI tools and all of that from the original trilogy. I'm not gonna lie, like you can tell, like as soon as you hear it, it's like, oh shit, like yeah, that's Vader.
Oh yeah, AI is not AI. That AI is a problem.
That
AI is a problem, bro. Like Rihanna was cooking everybody's songs.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she was
music industry. They're gonna come down on that shit, man.
Yeah. You can't play it on YouTube. I mean, you can play it on YouTube, but like if we play it on here, we get a strike.
Wow.
Yo, they had Michael Jackson do the Weekend shit. I'm like, that shit sounds crazy.
Oh yeah.
I've been compared to Weekend to Michael Jackson. I said, they
similar. They sound similar, but like the fact that they put his whole entire voice, it sounds like it's almost like Weekend just
got to be better.
His whole flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
even
he
the
did.
cadence.
I'll be honest with you. I think Weekend did.
I believe
Nobody
that
else is
too.
nobody else is using the flow right now. Why not you use it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, it sounds great. Like there's a lot of good songs out there that they use. I mean, that AI shit. Like I did the AI shit with Red, and I don't really know how to use it as good, but it just sounds like Mark Hamill.
Yo, bro, I was wondering, and I meant to ask you how you did that shit too. Like, I was like, nah, I don't. Where would you get that from? That was dope though.
When I did the birthday
That
shit
was
for
fire.
you, when I said Red when the Joker says Red Nasty.
Oh yeah. That was crazy, yo. That was crazy.
Nasty.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy that AI shit, man. This is running. This is a menace out there in the streets, man. So I could imagine like people gonna start like dubbing or fake, like do a fake podcast of saying some wild controversial shit and getting people canceled. And like, yo, that wasn't me. That was AI.
They could literally make you say whatever, and then people gonna think it's true. Like we're gonna have to start having to have video shit, like, and somebody else confirm that. Oh, I was there on the video when I saw him say that shit. For you to not be accused of anything nowadays, bro. Like this is just crazy.
It's moving slowly, bro. They already had the deep fake shit done a couple years back, so they got that. Now they're working with the audio. It's getting crazy. This is very scary.
Now we can see why people be accused of. Yo, matter of fact, on the Switch, they did a movie about this shit. The Running Man, bro. The Running Man. They faked a lot of his shit, bro.
And now students are like using the chat GTP shit, GPT, and that shit is crazy. Like you can go like if a girl's asking you a question, you could copy the text on your phone, put it in the app, let the app respond for you. Like you don't have to have a conversation with people anymore. You just have it running through the app.
Where did you see that at? Because I saw that and I can't remember what it was, but I was dying.
I have it on my phone. I tried it. It works.
No, but I'm saying I saw a video where there was like a kid talking to his homeboy. It was like, what are you doing right now? Like, all you gotta do is.
I heard from my wife. She's in a board of ed. She told me that the kids are using this fucking app.
Oh, no, I seen like a TikTok video or something.
Yeah, she's like, they're doing like essays and shit, and they have to now. They created a counter chat GTP to see if there's any. They could post it and then see if there's any plagiarism. If there's multiple students that's saying the same exact thing, because I don't know if it changes up, but that shit's crazy. I'm gonna share that with you, Red. I'm gonna share it with you. It's just crazy. You can access shit anything. Like yo, like how do I do this without doing that? Very specific. Well, this is what you do. It gives you a list, a laundry list, like bullet points. It's just crazy, bro.
We in there.
I'm about to have this whole stream on chat GTP. Yo. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm a deepfake everybody's voices here. I'm gonna have a whole fake fucking podcast, yo.
and see how it turns out.
Yo, I have a whole fake podcast, bro. Let that shit run on its own. Oh man, that's just crazy.
I can just see me on YouTube looking. Is that me?
I mean, listen, there's no lie. There is like over 1,000 hours of us talking and using different words, and they'll crunch all those words and create a whole entire vocabulary and just repeat it.
Never mind recording too. Recordings of us too.
Yeah, there's everything, bro. We could do
and it can add emotionality to it and all of that, bro. It's crazy.
Yo, a lot of niggas getting framed in the future, man. I see it coming.
Listen, it's coming.
Yo, like
they was doing it already.
They get canceled, saying and it didn't work well in their favor. Just like, yo, blame it on chat GTP.
That's what I'm gonna do. I said, yo, that's a deep fake. That wasn't me, bro.
Nah,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me, bro. Like
it wasn't
Jonathan Majors, like, yo, she wasn't even me, bro.
Shaggy was ahead of his time with that song, man.
Fact.
It wasn't me.
Yo, man, but yo, back to this damn fucking bullying shit, bro. I just can't stand like the internet, bro. Like it's almost like exhausting to see.
But who did they cancel the role? I didn't know there were.
Like, they got some like people that's from native to the island, like like actors. Like this is like their first project, and people are upset because they're picking folks that are not like dark skinned, like light skinned. And
yeah,
I mean, I get it because I've seen some of the people they pick, and then I'm like, Disney did it to themselves. You drew the characters as Native Hawaiian, not by Native Hawaiian. I don't mean people who was born in Hawaii. I'm talking about people who were from that region before America took over and made it a state. You know what I mean? That's their ancestry. You made it that. So if you're gonna do that, you have to cast people from that and that kind of culture.
Yeah, and they did. It just they picked lighter skinned people.
Just like they do with everything.
I think one girl is half Filipino or something like that, and Hawaiian. I don't even think she's like full Hawaiian.
I mean, to be honest, like that whole demographic, a lot of Hawaiians, a lot of Maori are Filipino. Like that's they share a lot of the same genes. So I mean, I think it boils down to like just colorism. It's just bringing it back to the colorism shit. Like it's kind of fucked up. Like get it, but like understand like these people that's complaining about this shit are not the people that these movies are for. They're for the kids, right? Kids are not going on the internet talking about you need to recast. These are grown ass people that take their time out of their day to complain about shit that they probably won't even see at the theaters.
Listen, I already made my decision. I'm not gonna see the shit if Stitch looks the way he looks. Because when I saw that shit, I say, "Yo,
that's
Stitch
fake.
looks like that."
That's fake, bro. That's fake. I saw that shit.
I said, if Stitch looks like that, I'm done, bro.
I saw that shit. I'm like, nah, that can't be. And I believed it. It was like, nah, that's not real. You know, Disney's gonna, and if it is, and this was like a feeler to see how people react, they're gonna go back to the drawing board and make him like they're gonna unsonic him.
The ugly Sonic.
Stitch is supposed to be like the same height as Lilo. Like he's almost the same height as her.
Yeah, he's not like a hand.
Yeah, he's not like a little small creature thing. It's a big creature.
So that's why I don't know if that's real or not. And then the actress is not even the same actress, so I don't know if that was like a mock-up or something like that. But it has to be a bigger creature. Listen, but like I just hate that people complain about everything, bro. Like everything, and it just makes the whole experience of seeing these movies like whack, bro. Like it's just too much energy people just take to these fucking movies. Like grow the fuck up, dude. Like y'all worrying about the wrong shit. Y'all worrying about the wrong shit. To be honest,
Nintendo gonna wipe Disney off the floor anyway. They're gonna wipe the floor.
Oh, you saw the shit that John Leguizamo said. Like, hey, listen, I'm up to a conversation if they want to bring him for the movie, like as a voice actor. Like, shut up, man.
Huh?
Like, he was you talking so much shit and telling people you're not watching it.
For what? For Mario again?
No, for him to play like another character, like a Waluigi or whatever, like that shit. I'm like, nah, bro.
Listen, nah, bro. You screwed yourself, bro. And I fuck with John Leguizamo. You screwed yourself, bro. You was doing too much.
Me too. He was my guy, man. But right now he's playing that Icarus shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's flying too close to the sun, and he's gonna get burnt. And if you got me, kind of like, shut the fuck up, John. That's a lot, bro. I'm a fan, dude. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Don't forget about John Leguizamo.
Shut the fuck up forever, bro. I didn't roll my eyes. You know what I mean? You was a Colombian playing an Italian. Like
it was all right then, though, because
it was all right. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I look past, just race and nationality. I looked at it as just watching and enjoy it as a kid because I was a kid. I don't know shit about Italians and Puerto Ricans. It's Mario. But again, like it's just people just complain about. It's like everything they cast. Oh my god! Oh, they make Cleopatra black. She's not black. I get it. She's Greek. People just complain about mad shit. Like just shut the fuck up and just watch
Cleopatra thing, though.
That's wild.
I gotta say that's a whole different subject, though. That's a big difference because that's something that's actually historical. And I believe if you're portraying like people from history, you should actually portray them as the
100%,
race
100%.
that they were. But then there's a lot of people that actually believe Cleopatra was black, and they don't know that she really was Macedonian Greek. So it's like I feel like they owe it to people to put the true race of the character out there and like make it a white character and start making it black. Don't put it as a black character. That's me.
No. I agree. 100%. I agree. And I think that it's kind of stupid to have her. it'd be a black actress for her to play a colonizer to colonize the black folks. How does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is like the programming that we've been growing up with for our entire lives. It's that oxymoron, paradoxical type shit that doesn't make no sense. So, like what Red just said, spirit, it's true shit. Like at the end of the day, like I agree with what Red just said, with what Fresh just said. I totally agree. But I'm gonna be an asshole about it right now and be honest. Like to me, this is the get back shit. Like I've been watching Moses and Jesus and all of these things for all of my life being played by these Caucasian European actors. We just had the last I think major thing that everybody was up in arms about was like the gods of Egypt. Everybody was white. So to me, I'm just laughing at this situation. I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just laughing at it. And like for everybody that's upset and mad, welcome to the club. We've been going through this shit for our lives. Suck it up and just watch the movie.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna. Well, you guys clearly know I'm not upset or mad. I'm just gonna put it out there that I'm not upset or mad about the situation. But I do feel like the way they advertised in this movie, because the way they say it is like, oh, they want to tell a story about strong black queens. And why won't you actually put a strong black queen as the story? And you went and got a white queen and made her black to tell her story. When you had a whole nother queen of Egypt who actually stopped a Roman invasion, who held Rome back, and you don't tell her story, but you go and tell another, the Macedonian, who actually failed in her attempts to trick Rome and seduce Rome. I don't know.
Yo, spitting fucking facts here, bro. This is what we do in this podcast.
That's the
Spit
conspiracy
fucking hot
of it.
fire, bro. If you don't like it, if this shit bothers your ears, you know where to go, guys. Put that back. Yeah, that's just
bro, a lot of it is just people not knowing the true history of like black people. Like they don't know. I think there was. Don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, there was a black Roman emperor too. If I'm not mistaken, for a short period of time. Don't quote me on it. I gotta read.
You're right. You are right.
All right. So
continue.
Like,
you're
bro,
right.
I mean, it's. But a lot of people don't know this. We always nitpick about what black characters on a fictional character, but meanwhile our characters in history is not being told properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we owe it to like cast people in their proper thing. So at least people, I know we ain't supposed to get history from movies, but at least cast them as their proper their proper race, I should say.
And just because you were right, let me just throw in that his name was Septimius Severus, which was the first African-born Roman emperor. And that's another thing about like how we talk about our history is whitewashed, because I think we should pull it up. If one of you guys if you can pull it up real quick, just like the marble statues of him, right? And you look at it and he's depicted as a white man. So even in the statues, remembering this man, they made him look like he was a white man. So again, this is what, like, for us African Americans or minorities, for us, like, to grow up in this country, to learn the things that we learn, and then to go off on your own and start doing research, again, you just realize how much bullshit it is that we're fed as we grow up. So yeah, that's where these conversations come from. Like Red said, like it's a lack of education. But you can't blame everybody for that, because this is the stuff that we're taught. And most people don't give a shit about their education. So it's like you're going to take from whatever you learn from school. And then once you're out of school, you're out of school. A lot of these people are not trying to do extra research because it's a task to them. To me, this is just me being an inquisitive person. And these are things that I want to know. I want to know the truth about things. So I love to do research. I love to do deep dives. I love to go down rabbit holes, and I learn new things. And again, we go left in conspiracies or whatever it is. But for anybody that's watching this, you probably or hopefully you learned something new during this little rant that we just had. Because again, most people don't even realize that there was an African Roman emperor. So all I'm saying is we have questions, and when things don't make sense, go out and look for yourself. Stop asking other people or waiting for somebody to give you the answer for something. Just go out and look for it. That's why we got books. That's why we have libraries. And all of this shit is getting taken down, and the internet and all of this random, massive information that we're all getting thrown at. It's hard to even pick out a needle in the haystack if you're looking for truth, because there's so much information and false information out there. So again, if you're not dedicated to finding the truth, they're making it harder for you to do it. So again, while we have books, before they get rid of this shit, before we in a Book of Eli type situation where certain things, or even the Vendetta, when they start censoring or banning books and literature and certain shit like that, get as much as you can while you can. You're only helping yourself. You're only helping your lineage, your family, like the people around you. This is how we make the world better, is by making ourselves better and spreading this knowledge and working together instead of trying to fight everybody and worrying about who has more than who else or who's starting on who. That's the end of my little conspiracy theory rant.
That was a good rant, man. They definitely gonna have a nice white guy playing you in the movie, bro, with that rant.
I know, right? The one white guy that was pushing.
You gotta have a blue-eyed blonde hair person named Fresh Prince.
The one that pulled all of us minorities together to finally move together. It was a white, blonde hair, blue-eyed man.
He's like, oh, he's light skinned, so he cuts them.
You should imagine, like, these videos are gonna be on YouTube, like, as long as YouTube is alive. Like, if YouTube is here for the next 200 years, like, these videos are gonna be here, right? Someone's gonna watch this shit 100 years from now. Like, this guy keeps coughing, and I wonder if he's okay. Oh man, so you good down there, bro?
I was just beating up Chris.
Oh man.
I was just beating up Chris the way Stewie beat up Brian, man. That's going on right now.
Where's my money?
So right now, Throw is like 10 more coughs, so I'm like calling it quits for the night. 10 more coughs, he's like, I'm out. 10 more coughs,
I'll see y'all next week,
bro. I'll see y'all later.
Good night.
Good night. Oh man, how did we get here? So yeah, Lilo and Stitch. People complain about that shit. Whatever.
Yeah, whitewashing. That's how we got there.
Yeah.
I gotta see. I'm gonna watch it. I didn't know. I thought they took out. I was reading online. They took out the Mr. Bubbles character for like some female Social Security.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
They said that they removed it, but they didn't say that. It's just we, as a collective in the internet, saw that they didn't see Mr. Bubbles listed as in the casting bill, and they automatically thought like this is the person that's replacing Mr. Bubbles. See, but again, like we are like in our 40s and 30s talking about why they don't got Mr. Bubbles. Like we worrying about the wrong shit right now, bro. Like I'm sitting there complaining about Mr. Bubbles.
Man, that's the one black character we had.
No, I'm just saying, this is the shit that we complain about. Like, yo, you guys some grown ass fucking. That's why I was telling Chris, like, yo, you go to Disney World, Disneyland, you only see dudes. Yo, people can't get into the whole Mario shit. The Mario shit, because there's a whole bunch of dudes and grown ass people taking up all the tickets. Like, you don't see kids in that shit because people just don't know how to fucking grow up yet.
Hey. Mario's not for the fucking kids. It's for us first, man.
No, it is for us. I mean, it did it right.
It really is.
It did nostalgia
really
correct for us.
Them little kids come second, man.
Fuck those little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck kids. You know, you wasn't here. I've owned a Mario fan for 30 years.
Word. Yeah, man. I told somebody, when Mario came out, when did the Nintendo system come out? What year?
Like 90.
Had to be like around.
Like that, right?
It had to be in the 80s. Wasn't it 80s?
Yeah, it's definitely 80s.
It's like late 80s. Yo, initiate fact check.
I just think I had to be around 5 or some shit like that when the shit came out, bro. I've been playing Mario since I was 5, bro.
I think it's 87, 88, 80, between 87 and 89.
It
pressure's
is
on.
85.
1983, July 15th.
1983.
The the SNES.
I see
The
September. I see.
No, the
Yeah,
Super Nintendo.
September
No,
13th,
no.
85.
No, the Nintendo, the regular NES Nintendo.
NES was 1983.
Look at that. Before, that's
That's a
I was
lie.
born, bro. You
That's
kidding
a
me?
lie. The NES came out in
NES
'83. I was born when it came out. No, hell
No,
fucking
it's
July
85,
15th.
bro. It was 85.
The console was released on July 15th, 1983. Hold on.
Well, I was looking at the release of Mario, and didn't that come out when the system came out?
14,800 yen.
Nah, Duck Hunt was that was the American version. My American version may have came out in '85, but the Japanese.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
That's
about.
what I'm talking about. The American version. I'm talking about.
Yeah, when we started playing it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Because my Nintendo came with Duck Hunt and Mario is the same thing with the little gun.
Yeah,
my shit came
and
with
the trackpad.
Yeah,
I had Mario and Duck Hunt in the same cartridge.
Yeah, and you had the controller and then a gun.
I had the gun, bro.
Right.
I was John Wick with that shit.
Facts.
It was that it was the sensation of because when you pull it, it goes ping. You feel the pin, ping, ping, ping. My dog was never upset, yo.
Baby, Miss all your the dog be laughing at you. Like.
Word. I used to hate that dog, yo. Like, mind your business.
Yo, but I'm saying, like, look at that. 85, bro. I was fucking. Wait.
I was 3.
Holy shit.
I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Play Mario, bro.
Exactly.
And I don't think I got Mario when Mario came out. I think I may have gotten it maybe 2 years after that because I don't think I was playing games at 4.
I really think I remember.
I don't think my parents bought me a system at 4. I don't think so. I don't
think I got it exactly when it came out either. So I think it maybe I was maybe 4 or 5 when I got it.
I remember having it. See, I don't remember when it got there. But
I don't remember the age either, but I know I had it. I had that. I had the golden Zelda cartridge. I had all of that shit back in the day, man. That was Metroid. Listen, bro. Oh man.
Bro. So all this Mario hype now with Mario World, Nintendo World, this is for us. It ain't for y'all, man.
Yeah.
We've been living in this world since we was a little kid.
Yeah, I'm holding this one.
Nah.
This one is definitely for us.
I got to take a backseat to this, yo.
Shit, I felt like that with Transformers too, to be honest. Like, this shit is for us, bro. Like,
what do you think driving up the sales for Mario
but then
right
they destroyed
now?
it.
Us! We don't want to go out to see that damn movie. Look, I went to see it twice. I went to go see it twice.
You know what it is? Our generation, we in between the whole internet and pre-internet and all that kind of shit. And I just think that we just kind of got oppressed with a lot of shit that we couldn't have as kids. And then growing up, growing up money, and now we're just living a second childhood, right? Fucking shit up. The new generation now don't have to do that. They can fulfill and probably be adulting at the right year. You know what I mean? It's us. It's our generation. Did you see dudes with beards running around Nintendo World with the fucking badge? I'm getting it. Clink, 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 clink. I'm like, yo, I can't. I'm a fan. I don't have to be running around.
Punching the blocks and shit is it working? I'm getting coins. It's working.
Word. You got gout and shit. Talking about.
He got gout. He got gout. Oh my god.
He got that sugar, but he out there though.
Oh yeah, his sugar high. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? I'm on the other side of that. I'm laughing, but I'm there too. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm being super jaded. Oh man, that shit crazy, man. Oh shit. Yo, Jonathan Majors, man. It's it ain't looking good for him, buddy. Guys, I'm sorry, man. As much I don't want to talk about that problem because we don't know nothing, but when news came out that his PR team and his management dropped him, I was like, oh man, something's gonna happen. What's gonna happen next? And I guess they already had the low down skinny that more people gonna, come forward. And lo and behold, the next day, multiple people came and they going to the DA and they're gonna.
So you telling me this guy was just going around smacking holes and nobody knew about it this whole time?
This is
Yo. That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy.
How does something like that stay hidden? You know, like that. Like,
right, exactly.
Yo, somebody came out today and said, "Oh, Jonathan Majors is he's not the only one." And they're talking about John Boyega, so he might be getting canceled very soon too.
You know what's funny?
And that's right when the news came out. This is right when the news came out that he's gonna be in the new Star Wars movie. He's back.
Bro. We talking about the black actors getting canceled, right? Meanwhile, you had Sean Connery all these years ago talking about giving a little smack to him. I swear you can look this up, bro.
He's wilding. There was no internet there. You can cancel him now. Why? He dead,
bro. But I'm just saying, this is the times that we in now, man. We cancel people over rumors while somebody who blatantly say he did it still was active.
What's go with Dana White right now?
Smack his wife up.
No, I know. I'm just saying he's still good though, right?
On camera.
He's still
on
good.
camera.
But you know why?
Okay.
Because he owns his company. Who's gonna fire him?
What does
He's
that
gonna fire
mean?
himself?
Endeavor's gonna fire him.
He's gonna cancel himself?
You don't
fire
UFC
him?
no more. He's
Bro, like Vince McMahon owns WWE as well, and when they found all that shit out, what happened? They was pushing him out of the company.
And then he came right back.
And
he sold the company.
All right, but exactly.
He's an employee too, so he get fired too.
I'm just saying though, but like he was like he took a step back and he came right back. Like people
I need to go back.
People's
been good for a while now.
People's attention span are so short, like they'll forget about the moment. Like give it a month, it's died out. I'm coming back.
Unless it's a black dude. Unless it's a black dude.
We forget about that bad wrestling, man. That wrestling so bad, he need to go step on our back out, man. Let Triple H sick over. It's over, bro. You ain't got it no more, bro. Every time you touch the show, this shit sucks. Badly. At least Dana White still got UFC having good matches and shit.
Yeah.
Do we look at Ezra Miller's situation as different as well?
Yeah, it's totally different. He's white. Come on, man.
I mean, you on my level, but I'm really asking, truthfully.
Come on, man.
I'm truthfully asking though.
He said you on my level.
What's the difference?
So we just do this now? Just keep y'all up here and keep it down here? That's what you're trying to say? I'm not black, I can't speak on it?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying because he said he knows where I'm going with it. I'm just asking the question. I'm just throwing it out there. We all on the same page. It's just like, yeah, okay, Dana White owns his company. Ezra Miller don't own shit. And ain't nobody saying nothing about that right now. Like, we letting it cool until the movie come out. And then, they might drop them later, but
I think still gonna get that movie. You gonna get that payday though. That movie gonna be good.
I think for Ezra Miller, like you said, I think that they're probably not gonna continue his story. Right, he's done. But he's not a big actor like Jonathan Majors was looking to be. Like he was trending to be like the Denzel of this generation.
Mm-hmm.
And with Ezra, he was in the news, bro. There was a time where he was not in the news. He was in the news for like 3 fucking months.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit. It was always something, and everything kept getting dropped. And he's been quiet. It's been like low fan. But with this Jonathan Major shit, like I think that people just maybe they're finding opportunity, right? They're just trying to find this opportunity to get this dude canceled. And again, I don't know, but I also can't sit here and be like confident like he didn't do it, right? I got to be very diplomatic.
Of course, right.
You know, there's two sides. You know what I mean? Like because there might be someone that got hurt in the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, but we live in a
world. The pictures.
Shorty was in the club after the situation happened.
They just got smacked up.
Chilling. And I seen somebody on Twitter say, "Oh, everybody doesn't react to situations the same way." Bro, get the fuck out of here. Who the hell goes through a situation like that is so traumatic, but you good enough to go to the club after? Bro, miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that. That's crazy.
I think to argue that he wasn't the one that called the cops. John the Majors called the cops.
Right.
And the cops, whenever it's like domestic abuse, they always have to take pictures, right? It's like there's a channels that you need to go, right? Proper channels. And so I think, like you said, I think people go through different situations differently. Like how many times I know dudes, right, that used to beat up women and they'd be in the club later. They'd be in a strip club 10 minutes later. Not a worry in the world. Like
the dude you talking about, right?
I know. I'm talking about me, personal.
No, I got you. But you said you're talking about the dude though, right? Not the girl. I'm talking about the girl getting her ass whooped and then proceeding to go to the club afterwards. That's what I'm saying. Not the dude that did it. I'm talking about the victim.
But we don't know exactly what happened in that situation. Like they're saying that they just said that he choked her out, but like I don't think he punched her. I don't think he closed fist punched her. So she may not visibly look like she got beat up. And if she doesn't, if she was not the one that called the cops, she may have continued living her life at that night. Who knows? But it looks sus.
But don't also have a message there where she's saying that
it looks sus.
She said that she was all right. She told him that she was all right. That nothing happened. So nothing happened. Why are we still going through this?
But I think
I ain't gonna lie. That message looks a little sus too. I ain't gonna lie. If you put it in context with what you think is going on.
Yeah, it looks like someone that got beat numerous times or felt that PTSD. Like, no, I told him everything was okay. Both sides of the situation looks messy.
Yeah, it's murky. It is very, very
I
murky.
also think that maybe the cops escalated the shit, right? It made it more than they needed to be, right? Shit could have been like, nah, we good, you could have been like,
that's New York.
I sniffed a little bit of cocaine. Things got rough.
Yeah, I'll do a bit to that, bro.
I mean, but again, we in New York too. So when it comes to DV situations, somebody's going down regardless.
Yeah,
if we gotta come up to your crib, we taking somebody with us. That's what it is in New York. So that's another thing that is like kind of crazy. Go into what you're saying, Fresh. Like they could have came and been like, I mean, everything's okay. Got a little crazy, but whatever. But nah, like we here, somebody gotta go. That's crazy. And even that is crazy to me because it's like they came and she was taken to the hospital. If she was taken to Bellevue for the situation, why then, if she's already out of the place, does he also need to be taken into custody? That's what I don't understand. It's not like they both were staying in the house at that point. But again, it's like we getting random information. I'm trying to put the story together based on the information snippets we keep getting. So that's why I'm like, it sounds crazy. But again, I think that's why we also need a female on the panel, because I'm not trying to make it seem away either. Because I mean, Julie jumped in the comments a couple times, like she looks at me like I'm a misogynist or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like that. But I just like to be. Well, she was in the comments. She's jumped in the comments a couple times. But my point is that like it's just not fair. Like I try to look at situations from an objective point of view, but it's like we in a society now where it's like, no, just believe women just cause she's a woman, she said it, believe her. Like it's like, I mean, listen, there are a lot of women. Let me just say this right, because I don't want to come off crazy. There are a lot of women that go through some wild scenarios and situations, and I am not at any way, shape, or form trying to minimize any of the trauma or any of the abuse that anyone has gone through. All I'm trying to say is it's like this court of public opinion shit that we live through now is bullshit. Like we automatically deem people guilty until they're proven innocent. And in a situation like this, which as a man I've always been worried about in my life, regardless of whether it's a valid worry or not, like for someone to try to take away my name from me, that is my worst fear ever. For someone to basically make me look like someone that I am not, and me have no way to prove against that. And this is one of those scenarios where, like, regardless of what the scenario is, if he comes out on this and he's innocent, he gets off or whatever, he's still done. There are still people that are going to harass this man for the rest of his life, career, or whatever, just based on this scenario. And it's things like that that I don't feel are right in the society that we live in now.
Yeah, look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown beat Rihanna, and he's still dealing with the repercussions of that. Like he can't, he couldn't perform.
I was gonna say that I think in the after the Me Too, it was for a very long time hashtag just believe all women and stuff like that. But I think after the whole like Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing, like I see now when this news dropped that a lot of people say, oh, they're gonna wait for the trial before they form their opinions and stuff. That's from what I've been seeing from people on Instagram and stuff. When they're hearing the news about this, they're saying they're gonna wait before they form their opinion on anything. And, you know, there are some that's jumping the gun already, like, oh, lock him up or whatever. Or some that's just saying.
You talking about this situation or just in general?
I'm talking about the Jonathan Major situation right now. There's some that's saying they don't. There's some that from what I've seen on internet reactions, like some people are saying they don't believe it. Some people saying, you know, oh, I believe her, and then there's other people that say I'm waiting till the majority of people I see saying I'm waiting for the trial because after the Amber Heard Johnny Depp shit, like I'm not just flat out believing anything anymore. And that's what I'm seeing now. So I think it is making a step in the right direction now where people are starting to question things. It's not going to stay that way anymore where we just blindly believe whatever's being said. But at the same time, his situation, it doesn't look good. Like you said it yourself, it doesn't look good with the whole tweets and all that stuff that's coming out. And I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but like it really don't look good. And people are dropping him like quit. Yeah, and you have more. And when you have multiple people coming out, like to come out against you too, that's another hard thing to beat too, man. Like
that's a hit too.
If you're
blood in the water.
The worst part, right? An actor could lose a management company, right? That happens all the time. But when it's a PR, like your public relations people, these are the people that they do a lot of the dirty work. Their job is to sweep shit under the rug, make everything look pretty. If the fact that they said, you know what, I'm out, that means they caught wind way before all this shit. Like this is gonna get bad, and they just dropped them before they lose their integrity as a company. I also think that Disney and the folks that over at Marvel probably already had a conversation with him and talked about plans, whether or not how they're gonna move things forward. Because I don't think Disney's gonna wait for a trial.
Listen, I think the worst thing Disney could do is try to replace this dude in the middle, like after you already made him Kang. Because we seen it with Fantastic Beasts, and it's not working. It ain't work. They replaced Johnny Depp with Mads Mikkelsen, and he's a great actor. Don't get me wrong. Mads Mikkelsen is a great actor, but it just doesn't mesh the same. And I think now that we had him, if you had replaced him before he made his debut as Kang, it would have been different. But once people seen him as Kang and seen his mannerism and how he is, it's gonna be hard to replace this dude now. Like,
the fact that
it's gonna be a comparison.
It's always gonna be a comparison, right? But you know, with Kang, like he's a very like this character could be anybody, right? And I love Jonathan Majors, man. I think he's a fucking a dope actor. I really don't want them to replace him. But if they did, I'll be upset. But at the same time, like I'm not like he hasn't played Kang for that long for me to be like, I mean, I can't watch a movie without him. Like I'll be kind of mad. But I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Right.
I'm not saying that either. You can't watch a movie. I'm just saying that the whole flow of the movie might be different. Like
100%.
But because I saw the Fantastic Beasts with Mads Mikkelsen and it felt weird. Like when I was watching it, I said, this feel like scenes that was written for Johnny Depp that he's just playing as. You know what I mean? Like I feel like these not even scenes that he's doing himself. Like this is a scene that was meant for Johnny Depp that Johnny Depp could pull off. And I don't know, man. Like I'm just hoping things don't go that way again with this whole change.
But Warner Brothers was being reactionary with that because I felt like that script was already made and written for Johnny Depp. All he did was just insert Mads Mikkelsen into the role. Versus this is gonna have to be like a rewrite because if Jonathan Majors is in Loki and that just mind you, like in the end of Quantumania,
They're
like
done. They finished filming that whole
Jonathan
thing.
Majors in every fucking Ramatat, like his face is on
Yeah,
those
bro.
on those characters. So like,
Bro, he already showed up as
man.
Kang like 2 times. He showed up as He Who Remains. He showed up the last is He Who Remains, the last guy in Loki, and then he showed up as Kang now.
yeah. Just imagine, right? Would you like this is hypothetical, right? Marvel came to you, right? Any one of you guys, and said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna put you in a role. This role is gonna be like the Thanos of all things, right? You can be playing this character like Kang, pretty much. You can be Kang. Do you have anything that's gonna like? Do you have any skeletons in your closet that you need to tell us about? Would you keep that shit on the wraps, or would you tell them like straight up, like, I got some shit, I got some DV that might happen, like because I feel like there wasn't if this was like a lingering problem with Jonathan Majors, there should have been some kind of vetting with this individual. Like he should have been, you know what I mean? Like it should have been some kind of like.
My question is, go ahead, Red. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't think nobody was expecting this shit because we ain't never heard nothing about Jonathan Majors being in anything negative. Like this is the first time we heard some shit like this about him getting beaten of a girlfriend, and now to say that multiple women been getting beat up by him, like nah, this is crazy. Because I think whenever something like that's happening, there's some inkling, there's whispers, there's something. Somebody would have said, so, you know, he when he drinks, he tends to, like somebody would have been saying stuff like that.
Right.
But you got some women that they hold that they charge to the game. They won't say nothing. But I bet you, like those women, like their family may know everything about this dude. Like he's a piece of shit. But they don't say nothing like, I'm not gonna ruin his career, like whatever. But now that this is coming out,
why not?
Why not tell my story?
I'm sorry. If somebody put a hand on my sister, cousin, I'm letting the world know. I'm calling everybody like, yo, this is a woman beater, bro. Like, yo,
I mean, that's the mentality I don't understand, bro. That's what's messing me up. Like, just take the situation out of it. That's what's messing me up. Is the fact that we have a situation. Nobody said nothing. Now all of a sudden on Sunday, something happened, and then on Monday, directors is coming out from the past, and then we got all these people talking about he's a scumbag and this and that. Why wasn't y'all talking about this in Lovecraft Country? Why wasn't y'all talking about this when he got when he ended up being He Who Remains in Loki? Before Ant-Man Quantumania came out. Then Quantumania comes out, still nobody talking about nothing. But as soon as something happens, now everybody's all right, let me step up now and talk about my situation that happened before. Bro, that's weird to me. Just like Red said, if I know that this dude is an asshole, a narcissist, and he's going around treating women like this, bro, why am I worried about saving your career? No, I'm going to be talking shit to everybody that's going to listen to me.
Mind you, but we going based on what has been amplified. Who knows if there's been people talking about him for a while now? Just they don't really. It's at this point rumors. So now that the things are amplified, we see everything now under a microscope.
Crazy? Before Cosby went down for the thing, there was whispers for years about Cosby putting slipping stuff in women's drinks and shit. There was whispers for years. And there were even a court when he testified to it in one of his previous court trials that they had it hidden, they had it barred in the court testimony, which is what they pulled up and used to get him convicted in this trial.
It was a deposition. That's why.
Yeah. But even before that happened, for years, it was like whispers and stuff that it was whispers going on that he was doing these things, doing these things and stuff like that. Russell Crowe. There was whispers going around that Russell Crowe's asshole beating up people in the backstage and shit like that. Like, there was whispers of that going around. This is not stuff that was like.
You gotta understand, like, and I'm not saying I'm just going based. I'm just talking about the other side of things, right?
We hitting all angles, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you could be a DP or you could be a fucking boom operator, and you pissed off a celebrity, right? And he's like, yo, do your fucking job. You're never going to work in Hollywood anymore. Shut the fuck up and do your fucking job. A lot of them just shut the fuck up and just do the fucking job, right? Even regardless if they should have spoke out about it, they feel like if they speak about these things, they may not get jobs again. So a lot of these people are just not saying shit because they probably have some kind of like a dog in the race.
It seems like a lot of stuff was coming from
Jonathan
like his
Majors,
college past and stuff like that, though. Like
Jonathan
not
Majors
people in
not
the
alone where he
industry.
could stop somebody's career though. He just got it. He just started in acting. He's not at that
No,
level where he
I'm
could
not
just
saying
say,
Jonathan Majors. I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm talking about just like
Oh, I thought
actors.
I thought you was talking about him specific. Okay,
Actors,
my
actors. I'm
fault.
saying like actors in general. Like if
No,
say,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
this
right.
is your
That's
first
valid.
job, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna charge us the game. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna say shit. You're gonna sit there and complain and get fired and not work again. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
it's true. It's true what you said, but it's like if an actor like Russell Crowe, like to put it in kind, like an actor like Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, or Tom Cruise,
or Christian Bale and Terminator.
Christian
He
Bale,
walked out.
like one of those people.
Mhm.
If one of them were to say that to me, that more likely, you know, they tend to may have the more power to do something like that can end your career and do something.
Right.
So you will shut up. But like a Jonathan Majors who just started acting, like a John Boyega who's still fairly new and stuff, they don't have that kind of power. They would, if they were being addicted, people would have been coming out and saying, you know, this motherfucker's an asshole. Yo, bro, like
people, but if you watch like other like podcasters that have people in the industry, they say like there's been rumbling in the industry about these people being assholes. Like it just don't come out because this is like a circle, right? Like it's a specific circle that we're not a part of. I'm not saying like, listen, I hope that Jonathan Majors is fucking innocent, right? But I'm trying to like remove the actor from the person, right? We're not gonna talk about his movies. I'm just make sure he's okay. But at the end of the day, it's like if he is really what they say he is, like he's a narcissist. Just imagine if he's manipulating this person, like, listen, I need you to recant. Like my whole career, I'm about to lose everything. That person might be like, yeah, I feel bad. I'm not gonna do that. And that's why those text messages felt like she was like coerced to doing that.
Right, and that's why I was saying if you look at it from, if you don't like, if you're not looking at it from a hardcore standpoint in the scenario, that's why I gave my honest opinion. That's why I'm like, honestly, like you just said, I hope this shit is not true. But again, I'm just being honest. They was like, oh, we got text messages and all that proves it. I'm like, yo, I read that text. I'm like, bro, that's not.
It makes it look
that's
worse.
not what you thought it was. Yeah, like it honestly, and that's just being objective. It looks like a woman that like is scared of her man. It's like, oh, just know that I made sure. Like I didn't tell him nothing about nothing. You can look at it like that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but if that's the angle you're taking, you can really rebut that whole text message and be like, nah, that looks like it's from a girl who's been in a domestic violence a domestic abusive relationship her whole time. So
and I think,
and
because this is like an
murky.
open investigation, the fact that it's an open investigation, like he really can't go out there and speak for himself. Right now, he just got to let it wait. And at this point in time, he's doing right by not fucking himself over by not saying it. But at the same time, he's fucking himself over for not saying
by not saying it.
Now it's like, all right, all these stories are coming out, and he's not saying anything. So it's almost like this
is a catch-22, man. This is a murky situation,
like,
bro.
You know what I mean, and I hope like he doesn't, like if he didn't do it, then he shouldn't be treated the way he's being treated right now. Because there's a whole lot of actors that beat women and they still chilling and fucking. I don't want to say in the podcast and start naming people, but there's some bad motherfuckers out there that do some wild, crazy shit, and they still got jobs. You know what I mean? And it's white, black, it's all types, assholes. So I mean, the moment more information comes about this Jonathan Majors shit, we'll be like lock in. We'll talk about it. What else?
Like I said, I'm reserving my shit for like
until like the verdict, because I don't know when the verdict. I don't know when the shit is actually happening. I don't know.
It's not even a trial yet. They're just talking shit. There's no trial yet or anything. Like
so it's just there. It's just a lingering thing at this point.
When the trial happens, and I'll be watching on Court TV or Law and whatever that shit is, Law and Crime on YouTube. whoever showing the trial, I'll watch it, and I'm gonna form my judgment from there. Whatever the evidence shows.
Yes. So to the up and coming artists out there, actors, actresses, please make better decisions. If you're gonna be drinking and you're gonna argue, get the fuck out. Leave. Go home. Sleep it off. Have a conversation the following night. Just like don't like put yourself in a position where like things like this can happen. You know what I mean? Like I have, I've known someone that had a domestic abuse and it was a fake one. He was young and he was like, the DA was like, hey, if you take a plea, we can lessen it, put it to misdemeanor, and they fucking, he got deported. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up, right? He didn't do it, but they still deported him. He can't come back to the U.S. ever again.
Oh shit! My fault. Who you was talking about?
I was talking about like a
friend.
Family friend, and he got deported, and it's fucked up, man. Because there's a lot of people out there that make some false allegations, and it's ones that really happen. So it really like fucks up for the people that really are going through some shit.
Nah, it does.
Just make better decisions, guys.
We're in the age now that like, if you're going through a situation like that, like you're arguing with your girl, you're arguing your partner. I don't want to assume that all you date. So whoever you're dating, if you're arguing and your arguments go bad, start recording. Video proof is always like saves you from false domestic violence accusations. Record yourself leaving, record yourself walking away the situation, moving out, because whatever video proof you have, that's what you show the cops, and then next you won't be going through shit like this.
That's 100%. I also want to throw in on top of that, I personally feel if that's the case and you're thinking about you need to start recording shit, I think you need to start thinking about getting out of that relationship, and that's whoever the person is. Because if that's the case, you got to start worrying about like, oh, I got to make sure that I'm covered, bro. If it's like that, it's over. It's way too far at this point.
Nowadays, you got to make sure you're covered with.
That's just me personally.
If you take, and I can imagine if your relationship is crazy like that, you got to record. The moment you take that phone and start recording, bro, that's gonna escalate the situation even more.
Exactly.
Just like walk away.
Just like the Krishan shit.
Everywhere. Yeah,
my man was on live. She bust him in the head with a vase. Like, yo, get off live. Like, yo, that's crazy. So that's what I'm thinking about when you're talking about, yo, start recording, because that's what he was talking about. Nah, I'm on live because this is gonna save me when you do something crazy and I whoop your ass, nigga. You literally saying you waiting for an excuse to beat her ass, bro. It's messed up for both people. That's all I'm saying. Like, you look like you looking for a reason to fuck her up, and then she's looking bad because she does whatever she does.
Listen, for people out there, I'm not talking about this crackhead relationship that Blueface is going on. I ain't talking about that shit, yo. I'm talking about when normal people go through normal arguments and stuff is going a little left. Record. You always start recording, man. Even if she gets mad at you recording, record until you get out the building. Record like I'm leaving. I'm putting on my stuff. I'm not narrate what's going on. Leave out the premise, get away from her, but record while you're doing it. So that way there's no fake charges coming your way. Because even if you leave without recording, she can just start banging her head against the bookshelf and shit, throwing herself all over the place. And then next you know, she's saying, oh, you beat me up, and then the cops are coming for you because they see all the bruises and cut. Record every time. That's what I'm saying,
man. I feel like I see videos like that before. It takes me wild out even more. And then they'll be like the cop, like, yeah, so did you record the shit? You could have stopped recording and went back to the apartment and did the shit. So you just gotta fucking just leave. Yo, if you feel like Fresh Prince said, if you feel like you're in a bad relationship that y'all put hands on each other, they maybe need to like reevaluate your life and whether or not you want to stick with this person, because that's crazy.
It's not.
That's crazy. I never want to be in a position where I take out my phone and have to record it. That's a bad situation. I would never. That's mad uncomfortable.
Yeah, man. It saved a lot of people from going to jail, bro. I'm telling you, record. You're right. When female scoring mix up some shit, bro. Record that. Record. I swear. Your videos are time stamped. You go wherever you go. Your phone has a GPS, so it pings your location to wherever you're going. So even if she try to lie and say, oh, you came back and beat me up after the video, if your phone shows that you were nowhere near her house or whatever like that, and your video recording shows the timestamps of when it was recorded, you can't get arrested for that shit. She's lying.
Yeah. Well, we're on Title Live, man. We go there. We go there. Talk about everything, guys.
Yeah.
Whitewashing, domestic violence, therapy, all of that.
You gotta protect your neck. Protect your neck. Protect your neck.
So news drops. I think this was yesterday or the day before, that Adam Driver is in the final talks with Marvel play Reed Richards.
Really? Why can't we get Krasinski? Why can't we get Krasinski? What's going on?
That's what a lot of people are saying on the internet. But I don't know, man. I don't mind him as an actor, man. But like, I don't know. He's gonna be in my face for the next 10 years.
You showed us a Reed Richards as John Krasinski in the Doctor Strange movie. And you're not gonna go with him, and he fits as a Reed Richards. I mean, yes, he made a dumb move by talking about what powers they're gonna use and shit. Like, that was not a Reed Richards type move, but that's bad writing. Other than that, he was good. He looked good as Reed Richards. Why would you not cast him?
Yeah, 100%. But I guess they want
and make Driver Doom, like I was saying.
They want more. They want a bigger name. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want a bigger name, and they want somebody that's already been into the. He was already in the Disney kind of like umbrella already. So
the
like
wheelhouse,
it's easy to kind of like bring him in. You know what I mean? Because he did the Star Wars. They felt like maybe he got slighted. His character got slighted. They fell away. It's like, let's redeem him with a new role, Reed Richards. And I don't know. I'm not really excited. To be honest, I'm not excited.
I'm not either.
But at the same time, I'm not really excited about any of these Marvel projects anymore.
Me neither.
I'm not. It's like I'm like deflated. I'm like, all right, cool. When I see a trailer, maybe I'll get excited. But until like now, like I feel like I've been excited about this Blade movie. It's been fucking 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and they haven't even shot the shit yet.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Like, does he still want to do the movie? Like, and then I'm reading online on the Reddit saying that there's no vampires in the movie.
What? Nah.
You're not introducing vampires in this movie.
Nah. Ain't no way in hell. They trolling. Ain't no way in hell. How the hell you make a Blade movie with no vampires?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Crazy, bro.
And people are saying that it is true that he is. Oh, I'll see you later, Chris. Feel better, man.
Later, brother. Feel better, brother.
Later, my guy.
Man. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. These internet rumors and shit, like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But I laughed. That was laughable when I read that shit.
Yeah.
It's like there's no vampires in this film. I'm like, what? He's a vampire killer. He's a vampire. He's a vampire, bro. What are you gonna change this whole shit? Like, he's not a vampire? And he was made from a tube, made from a bottle.
That's probably why he said, "Nah, change this shit." The fuck are we doing? What is this?
That's yeah, 100%. That shit. I heard that he is like executive producing it, so he has a say in the script, which is smart. But if he's sending that shit back, he wants to make sure that shit is perfect. That is not.
Yeah, he said that. I heard that from his point of view, the action was lackluster or whatever, and so I'm like, yeah. And now you're talking about vampires. So there's no vampires. The action is lackluster. What are we doing? Nah.
He said, "What are we doing?"
No, I don't know. Yeah, this whole I'm telling you, I said this when the news first happened. If Marvel has to recast, or if they recast Jonathan, it's over, bro. It's over. For me personally, that is the only thing I'm holding to, honestly, with this whole thing moving forward, is just him and Kang and what's gonna happen overall. If they change the character, the actor, like, I really don't care anymore, because y'all remember how hype I was when he got cast. If that's too much of a change. They already filmed the whole second season of Loki. So if you're gonna change the actor, that means you gotta go back and refilm all of his scenes? Nah. This is crazy. again, we don't know if he's innocent or not. So I'm just talking about if the dude is innocent. I mean,
Yeah,
if
that's
if
just
he's
crazy.
guilty, then he deserves whatever happens. But if this is like on some real innocence and this is some whole bullshit thrown together or made or manifested out of something that's more than what it is, like, and that's what ends up happening. I said it before, it's gonna ruin everything that Marvel's been doing.
I think
They
Marvel's
probably might
been.
have to start from
I
scratch.
think
Like that's
I think
crazy.
Marvel's been in a decline since Endgame. I would say,
Yeah.
we got some good projects out of the the Phase 4. Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
we've been fans of this. We've been fans of that for a while. But at the same time, it's like that there really hasn't been any kind of direction when things have been leading until now. At least now we have like somewhat of a direction where we're going, right? With Kang, it's
Mhm.
very loose, but the whole multiverse and all that kind of shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it hasn't been hitting. It's been kind of like mid movies,
Yeah.
and it hasn't been making the money that they've been making that they used to be making. They're not making it. They're making 500
I
million,
mean, we're gonna
40
be
million.
completely honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. The original Marvel movies were mid movies as well. It's just that people has lost the patience for storytelling. We got Endgame, and now Marvel's like refreshing it, and they're trying to tell a whole new different story now, and nobody's having the patience for the story to be told. It's like everybody knows this movie's mid. This movie's mid. Like we got the Endgame spectacle. We sat here through years to reach Endgame. Nobody wants to sit here nobody wants to sit there for the new story now
Yeah,
to reach wherever
the
it's gonna
restart.
reach. Like give it a chance. That's what I don't know why everybody's like, we can't just get crazy movie after crazy movie after crazy movie all the time. Like it's not gonna happen. We're gonna get some movies that's gonna be stories. We're gonna get some movie that's gonna be slow. Some movies that's gonna be, and we're not gonna know where shit is going, because I didn't know where shit was going for a while until it got to where it got to with the original Marvel movies. So I mean, come on, everybody gotta relax, man. Like, just give it a shot. Jeez,
I think people have been giving it a shot, man. It's been since
no, they haven't. People is like expecting Endgame every movie now, bro. It's like, no, every movie's not gonna be Endgame. Marvel built to that.
When did Endgame come out? 2018, 2017, 2018, something like that.
Yeah.
Nah. It did? I thought Black Panther came out in like 2018.
I don't know. I know that they may have come out the same year. Who knows?
Infinity War you talking about or Endgame?
Endgame.
Yeah, so definitely not, because
the 2019
Black Panther was like one of the lead ups to
2019.
Infinity
So it came
War.
out in 2019. So 2019.
Yeah, right.
So we 4 years in, right? And how many movies we got? Like, I would say like maybe. I wouldn't consider Black Widow as part of that, even though it came out after. But I wouldn't consider it being part of.
Yeah, so we got No Way Home.
Spider-Man's
we got
movie.
Shang-Chi, No Way Home. Oh, both of them were after, right?
Both of them was after, yeah.
Okay, so we got both of those. We got Eternals.
4.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man Quantumania.
Quantumania, right. I think that might be it. That was the last one I came. Oh, Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. I'm sitting here trying to look around and get clues. What else am I missing right now?
so we already at 8 movies.
Yeah,
in 3 years.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
That's why these movies, like the VFX was hitting, not hitting the way they were, because I could imagine VFX shit 8 fucking movies in 4 years. That's wild, bro.
Yeah,
that's a lot of projects, and that's not including like all the Disney Plus shit, because we got WandaVision. Well, after that we have Falcon and Winter Soldier, Miss Marvel,
Moon Knight,
She-Hulk. That's a lot of fucking projects, bro. Like Marvel, like
Mhm.
they really try to like double down on the content, and I get it. We wanted it because
we had no we had no content. We got to remember we had no content for a whole year. Also, in 2019, for the
so even worse.
pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's also like they was trying to like cram from the year before
All the movies
because they
got
didn't give us
crammed in
anything.
from movies that was supposed to be like released earlier, but
The year
when the
before.
movies were closed, they didn't release them. So
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of movies that's pushed back.
Yeah, remember how long we was talking about the Black Widow shit? They didn't want to. They was gonna put it on Disney Plus, and then we want to put it in the movies. We went through that whole shit with that too.
I'm just talking about movies. I'm talking about like I get the pandemic. I'm just talking about movies that's after Endgame.
Yeah.
The pandemic doesn't change the fact that whatever movie came out after Endgame, they was all planned to come out after. That was all like Phase 4 shit. Yeah, man. It's just a lot of people just I would say a lot of people, and I'm including myself in the conversation. I'm just not really interested as much as I used to be because it's like cool, we get this movie and it's like, all right, cool, it's okay. And it's not like I'm not looking for me personally, I'm not looking for Endgame shit because I know that's a tall order. That took 2 directors and years of planning. But I'm just like not interested. Like almost like with Star Wars, like it's cool, but I feel like it's almost like a lot of things are cash grabs and just trying to get like, sell movie tickets. I get it. That's what they want to do. That's the whole purpose of making movies is to sell tickets.
Business.
But like, you go into a movie and you want to kind of get lost in this world, and it's like, cool, whatever. It's not that great. It's okay. And like Red said, like there's a lot of movies that came out before Endgame that was mid. Like, I wouldn't. I will say the only movie I probably didn't like, and watching it now, I changed my rating. Was like Dark World. Like Dark World is not that bad, but before I rate that shit, like it was like a 3. I'll give it like a 4, right? And even the first Thor, I hated the first Thor at first. Now I appreciate it more.
I hated that so much. I really liked the first Thor. That was like the true Thor. Like
I hated
it took 20. I just had to count 21 movies before we got to Endgame. 21 movies before we got to Endgame. People are losing their mind now at the early stages of these movies, bro. The beginning movies were mid. Captain America: First Avenger. I remember you and Don was ripping to that shit. Talk about how black that movie was. You and Don was ripping that shit up, bro. I remember. Like what we have Iron Man 2. People were ripping in the Iron Man 2, saying that one was not good.
Yeah,
Incredible Hulk. A lot of people was mixed feelings about Incredible Hulk. Nobody liked the first Thor. Avengers was the one movie everybody liked. Nobody liked Thor: The Dark World. People had mixed reviews about Iron Man 3. They would say not like that one. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That was the movie everybody praised. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 praised that movie. Praised those movies.
Age of Ultron. Everybody hated.
Nobody liked. People did not like Age of Ultron when that shit first dropped. You may like it now.
Yo, Fred, real quick. How many movies did it take to get to the first Avengers movie?
Like 5, I think. Two.
It was 6.
Two Iron Man movies, Captain America, Thor, and
it was 5. It was 5.
And Incredible Hulk. Yeah, 5.
It was 5.
Okay, so 5. And now in this new phase, we have 8 movies, and we haven't had a culmination of anything.
Because they don't know who's gonna be Avengers yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like no one knows nothing. Like, I think that's the whole point. I think that's the whole like argument that people don't know. Like who's the Avengers?
There is no Avengers right now. That's the thing.
But who's the Avengers then? Like they had to create these characters.
Let's see who's gonna be the new team to step up. They have an Avengers movie slated up, and they're probably working their way to tell the story about who's gonna be the new Avengers. We just gotta be patient.
And by that time, we will be in close to 12 movies, 13 movies in before we get the Secret Wars. Not Secret Wars, Kang's Dynasty. Right? Yeah, so that would be like 13 movies in a 5-year span versus Endgame 10 years. You know what I mean? Like they try to go fast, but they try to go fast at the same time give us mad content that kind of like don't really go together. Like it seems like there's a lot of writers and a lot of them don't understand the continuity of things, and just kind of like they're just making things to fit, right?
I mean, things look like it's not going together right now, but probably will in the future movies. We don't know.
Sure. I really hope so. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting here as a consumer, and I'm just trying to watch these movies and understand it. I get it, you know, for the basic for the audience that are just casual watchers. They just sitting here like they don't understand the Kang the Conqueror shit. Like for them, they're like, oh shit, this Jonathan Majors just there's 50 of them now.
Mm-hmm.
They may not understand everything, right? They probably have not watched Loki. Like we do our homework because we watch it. We watch all the content. But there's some people that don't do their homework. They just go for the movie going experience. Yeah, man. So back to like Adam Driver. I mean, he's a good actor. I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit. I'm not gonna try to make some shit up. He's a good actor. I just don't know like how he fits. But like Red said, like they could have got John Krasinski. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
He looked good. He looks like Reed Richards. He's not old. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. That's weird for me.
I don't know.
Because...
I'm kind of when I saw that shit, I was kind of lost. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. They're gonna. It's almost like you know, you ask for something for Christmas, like yo, Santa, I want a bike. I want a bike. Then Christmas comes, you got a skateboard. Like, oh,
you got wheels.
I got this bike. Yeah, I've been asking for this bike for 6 months. You got me a skateboard with the 3 wheels. So, I mean, let's see how this works out, man. I don't know. This is all like said on these threads, so we don't. There's not like an actual confirmation, but Rob, Dan, what's his name? Schneider, forgot his name. Something like yeah. He hits every single time, so he's been like the go-to guy. I mean, he wasn't the go-to guy when it came down to the Snyder cut. He was like, this shit don't exist. That's the only one he didn't hit, but everything else he's been hitting. So let's see how this works out. Like with other, I think there was another casting rumor as well. Somebody who?
Mila Kunis.
Oh God, Mila Kunis for what?
Mm-hmm.
Sue Storm.
Sue Storm, bro.
Oh, fuck out of here.
I'm just keeping it to where you at right now. Yep, that's what they talk about, and that's why I'm like, nah, I'm not liking none of this. Adam Driver with her as Sue Storm, and I'm like, nah, bro. I
wouldn't even see the chemistry with that shit, bro. If you're gonna
exactly,
ew. No, she's pretty, beautiful girl, but I can just imagine that accent.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't think that's a
ethnic accent.
I don't know what they see. Again, maybe they see something we don't see. I don't know. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought about Mila Kunis for any of these characters at all. Like, so this is like out of the blue for me.
But she might do a good job. Like, you know, a lot of people that
that's what I'm saying. She might. I don't know what they see.
Great. But I think the story is that they're already established. They're already they have kids already. The kids are already like born.
Yeah,
so it's not like an origin. They're already of age. But I'm not sure if they're coming from the quantum and they got lost. But they said it's gonna be like they're from like the 60s, the 70s, or some shit like that. Like they were like around when Hank Pym was doing shit.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense if you know. But anyways, man,
they're set up for it by it's Peyton Reed. Not Peyton Reed. Oh man, what's this dude's name? The dude that did WandaVision. Right? Matt Shankman. There we go. He's doing it, right?
I don't know who's doing it. To be honest, okay. Fantastic Four is a tall order. To be honest,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a very big movie. That's not a movie you just kind of like throw out there and just as a follow up something else like
that is the tempo. We talking about who's the next Avengers. That's how you solve that question and get people to be like, all right, fuck the Avengers by just setting up a good Fantastic Four. But I don't know. I gotta wait around because I don't. This seems weird to me with them two. And now I'm just waiting to see. So who's gonna be Johnny and who's gonna be Ben?
You know what I do? Marvel got lazy by calling their group ensemble movies Avengers when they could have just called it the Kang Dynasty, the movie or call the next movie Secret Wars or Secret Invasion or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think just because they're having all the characters together, they want to put it as an Avengers title when they know there's really no Avengers right now because nobody's going to believe Sam Wilson's going to lead the Avengers right now as Captain America, as his Captain America. Shuri's just now learning to become a Black Panther.
But it almost goes against goes towards what you're saying about we have to just wait and see how it develops.
Yeah,
like we have time.
That's what I'm saying. That's everything got to develop.
And again,
Sam Wilson doesn't look like he's going to be Captain America, but his movie might change that mindset.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He does have his movie coming out, and it's probably going to be hella shit going on from what I've been hearing. I hope it's not everything that they're talking about because it sounds like that's just going to flush him out of the movie. But at the same time, if a lot of that stuff is actually going on, it seems like that's really going to step him up to a next level of leadership or give him some type of respect level.
If I'll be honest,
look to.
I know they gave him the shield just because right now in the comic books he has a shield or whatever the crap is. Like he has a shield right now in the comic books, but I felt like they should have gave the shield to Bucky. It should have been because that's the who naturally took the shield after him.
Yeah,
I think narratively though it was a smart pick.
Yeah, because in the comics, he had the shield, but like as far as like his track record in the MCU,
he's still a murderer, bro.
He killed. Fucking
he was still a murderer when he got the shield in the comic books.
I mean, bro, he was
Captain America with a gun. He had a gun as a side holster with the shield.
Now, I agree with you, and I know Red. I'm just saying, for live action, I think it's definitely a better choice to pick Sam Wilson, especially with his temperament and the type of person that he was. I think it's a natural progression to pass it on to him. I'm not arguing with you because I know he was the second person to get it, so I understand that. But I'm just saying, narratively, it seems like Sam is the best person to get it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because it would have been a whole lot of like, why is this person donning the shield? You killed Howard Stark. You killed this. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of baggage that comes with him with the MCU. Like it's comics, you can easily kind of like fool the audience.
We let a lot of shit slide.
We let a lot of shit slide, but like in the movie state, like yo, bro, he fucking, you know what I mean? Like it was a lot of shit. Even though he didn't kill T'Chaka, but there was a lot of shit. The world was after Bucky,
and he didn't even get the programming fully taken out of him in Wakanda yet at that point. So he still had a lot of stuff he had to work through at that point. I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, the program was taken out of him by Endgame, bro. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't. They didn't take it out until like the show when they showed it in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Nah, he was out in Black Panther, the end credit scene.
Yeah,
when he gave him his arm. It's like, oh, how you doing?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm you know why? I'm thinking about the fact that they actually showed like when it happened in the show.
He looks very disheveled. But he was out of that whole like program and shit. He was Gucci to go. He just didn't trust himself whether or not it was actually gone. If that's what you mean. Like he was not confident. Like he was like, I
was wrong. I was thinking about the scene in Falcon and Winter Soldier when they actually showed Io was like that's what I'm saying. I was thinking about that. So that's why I was wrong. I was thinking about that specific scene, but you're right. It was a flashback and it was before that.
Yes, sir. I heard some shit in my backyard. I got scared like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can tell. The way you zip towards that window.
Yeah, I was like, I heard like crying. I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? My kid? No, they're sleeping.
You heard crying in your backyard and you don't see nothing? Man,
it's probably a cat. I be hearing that shit all the time. It's probably a cat back there.
Hold on, yo, hold on.
Nah, call the priest. Crying in the backyard and you don't see nothing.
Nah, those cats be sounding crazy, yo, when they fucking.
Nah, they do. Nah, they be sounding dead ass crazy. Like.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Can't fuck with that shit. It's too late for this bullshit, bro. What's going on? It's too late, baby. I don't need that in my life.
Listen, bro.
Yo.
If I hear weird shit going on around me, I'm ending the street right now. I would stick. I'm leaving with brick. I'm like, yo, good night. I'm like, yo, there's some weird shit going in my apartment. I'm out.
I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah,
I may be in a new location when I see y'all next week.
Yo. Yo, how do you guys feel about this whole like King Kong shit? Are you guys excited about the new King Kong?
You're doing this shit on purpose because you want me to go up. You saw that. And I saw it in his face when he asked the question. He started smiling a little bit.
Yo, Fresh been trolling this whole episode.
Yeah, I've been waiting. When can I throw this in there real quick?
Yo, he want me to go off.
I wasn't even on the stream yet, and I'm like, yo, he out here trolling.
Yo, bro, we had like during like the very beginning of Untitled Live, we had this whole fucking like it was like an argument between like who won between Godzilla. I remember Don was like he was on my side. He was Godzilla, Team Godzilla, I think, and then Sonny was like either Kong, I don't know, but Red was dying on his hill that Kong was the man. He didn't lose.
No, I remember that because I was with Red on
Godzilla
that.
too. Jerry was over there with Godzilla.
They did him dirty, man. They tried to do my man dirty. Kong was putting in work that whole movie, bro.
Bro, I think I won Don over though.
I think you did. I think you did.
When I talked about all the hard work Kong had to go through in that movie, like yo, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said in my comment section. When I saw this shit pop up, and all I know is if I see they treat my man Kong dirty, I'm not even gonna watch the movie, but they treat my man Kong dirty the way they did in the last movie, bro. They treated him like a straight sucker slave servant to these colonizing white people. Got him like following this little girl orders and shit, fighting all these different kinds of monsters. All the Godzilla was doing swimming around and shit, not doing nothing, bro. While Kong is doing all the goddamn hard work. And they got the nerve to say Godzilla won the whole fight. I think my man Kong is tired from fighting everybody in the goddamn world, yo.
Facts, bro.
I mean, Godzilla still won. We're down that hill.
Bro,
I'm gonna die on that hill, man.
I know he bust his face open with his granddaddy's skill. I remember that shit. Man, that he made Godzilla go to sleep real quick.
Yeah, man. So this new shit drop, I saw the trailer. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? I think the only reason why I watched it day one is because that was like a HBO Max release, right? It came out the same day as the theater, so I was like, I ain't going to theater. I'm gonna watch shit in my crib.
Yeah, that was dope. So
this one here is gonna be a little bit different because this is probably gonna require us to go ahead into the theaters to see this shit. I'm not sure if I want to see it. But I do want to say I'm interested because it's like, all right, cool. You're gonna bring some new lore in a situation where you have like a kingdom, right? And this guy is like the king of Kongs, right? And he pretty much exiled all the different creatures off to Skull Island, right? He's like, fuck it, you can't be in this world. Like I forgot the name of the world. The
upside down.
It
sounds
like it feels like an upside down, but
it's a term for it. The Middle Earth shit.
Middle Earth, right?
Middle Earth, yeah, Middle Earth.
Yeah, so I guess he's the king of Middle Earth. We could be getting the shit wrong, OD, but I'm gonna stay with that. I'm gonna stay with Middle Earth. But I think, yeah, he's like the king of Middle Earth, and he's like fuck it, I'm gonna come out, and he's like, what's out there in Earth right now? Can I conquer that shit too? And I think that's what's gonna draw him out with his minions of kaiju and shit. So it's gonna be a big fucking movie. I didn't even know that she was even being filmed.
Yeah,
I didn't know. There was nothing. I didn't know nothing.
This came out of nowhere. Yeah,
for real. Well, I knew about Godzilla vs Kong. That was like out there, set photos. There was nothing for this movie. I'm like, who's in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look at the casting thing on this shit, but what's the shit called?
I'm looking it up right now because I'm curious.
Yeah,
Godzilla and Kong.
I don't even know who's in this movie. I don't know if
called Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth. There we
go. Yeah. All right. So,
he's like the king of Hollow Earth, and he's like his lineage has what do you call that? They're immune to the atomic breath. So like Godzilla blowing that shit on him is not gonna do nothing to him. He's immune to it.
Yeah, is it? Excuse me. Isn't I want to say it's like
he's super radioactive.
I feel I don't know. Maybe Red is a little more experienced in the Kong movies than I am. Was it? I think it might be. Was it like Lanky or Kanky or something like that? Like wasn't there like a group of them that like that's what they did was like extinguish off like Godzilla's race or something like that? I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't think so. They didn't really go that deep into.
Yeah, like this is all new territory. I think the director said.
I think the most has been said is like, Kong's family had beef with Godzilla's family. They've like been beefing for years, or something like because like the one of the axe that he found was his grandfather's axe that was a scale from Godzilla's grandfathers or something like that.
Right.
So,
yeah, they said that this character is not like in any kind of books. This is a brand new character.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It looks like an orangutan.
Trying to make a monster universe or something right now. Like,
it's definitely a ape.
An orangutan. Yeah. I was just looking at the arms. If you look at the arms, like his arms are not diesel like Kong's. Like they were kind of long and lanky.
What are y'all looking at?
It might be. You didn't see the teaser joint?
Nah, you don't really see him. It's just you see a silhouette. It's a sizzle.
But if you look at the silhouette, if you look at his arms though, like they look mad lanky. He doesn't look like he's the same species as.
No. I know that, but he's a primate. He's the king. He's the king of Hollow Earth. Hollow World, Hollow whatever that's called.
Yeah, I think it's Hollow Earth. Yeah,
Hollow Earth.
Because I know Middle Earth is the Lord of the Rings shit. Like,
I guess King. So they changed up the title, so it's like they threw the little X in the middle, so that they're teaming up. Yeah, we're gonna team up because it's gonna be a couple of monsters, man. He's gonna bring his minions.
I'm digging it, man. I mean, kaiju monster movies are always a good thing, man. It's always a good time.
To be honest, man, the only movie that kaiju's right, like in the movie state, like in the movie world, right, from like recent, I would say Pacific Rim 1 was like the best for me.
The first one, right.
Yeah, not the John Boyega shit. Even though I kind of it was a cool, but it was not like it didn't have the charm like the first one. First one had had a good amount of charm.
Yeah, and your boy Charlie Day did his thing in that too, man.
Yeah, and that was really cool. Like they talked to you about the different levels of
canceling the apocalypse.
Yeah, the level 1 kaiju, level 2, level 4, and then oh shit, this is level 5. Like it gave you like that sense of like, oh shit, like this is the shit they're gonna have to go through. Like it was cool. It was a nice kaiju. What else is out there before we get into this Mandalorian shit? That's gonna be a conversation.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a convo.
That's gonna be a conversation.
Let me run back to my Twitter. I know I posted a whole lot of stuff this week.
I mean, we're gonna get through some things. I mean, we're already 2 hours in. We gotta the fucking National Treasure shit, bro. National Treasure got canceled.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That shit got canceled. You know what? A little bit of me was
Saw it coming?
surprised, but
Oh.
nah, I was surprised, but I knew that it was gonna come. I'm like, it is
Mhm.
gonna get canceled. There's no way because people were upset, right? Like, you know, you have the money to get Nicolas Cage to come back to do a movie, right? And
Yep.
people would have loved it, but like this show kind of like
And
alienated the fans that's been
Right.
around, like me, and I gave it a benefit of doubt. Like there was a lot of episodes.
I
that was like,
remember. I'm a witness.
like this is trash, and they pandering to some audience that is not. You know what I mean? Like you scaring off us. You scaring us.
That's why I
OG.
thought you. That's why I thought you saw it coming. I'm just judging off the way you guys were talking about it every time you watched it. You know what I'm
try to
saying?
be
The way
naive,
you guys
bro.
talked, I'm like, nah, this sounds.
I
like
try to
it's
be
not gonna
naive,
last
bro.
long.
I was trying to be naive, bro. I was like, nah, we good. You know, we might get Nick Cage, we might get him back next month.
If you remember when I first started talking about the show, I wasn't giving it good reviews.
No,
you remember?
Only got good. Yeah, only got good. Like episode 3 is when they started getting good.
Yeah, it got a little better when you got like more into it, but in the beginning it was very hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think I could sit down and rewatch the shit, bro. Like I don't even.
But you know what? It's like, you know, with Disney, like they don't really cancel a lot of things, right? They don't really like. That's not, you know, especially like a kids thing. They don't really cancel. But I'm like, yeah, I was kind of, I was a little sad at the same time. Like they kind of like set up other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
That's the worst.
Unless they're gonna convert like all those resources and now make a movie, right?
I mean, I did hear they're making a movie with Nicolas Cage, and then they teased it in the show, like where they're saying, "Oh, when the guy Riley was saying, oh, we're working on something or something like that." He was saying, remember in the show he was talking about, oh, we're working. Him and Benjamin are working on solving something, I guess from the Book of Secrets or something like that.
Yeah.
Continue on to the new thing. They say they have a project that they're working on. So that was like the little hint towards the movie or whatever. But I don't know. I found it hard to care about the characters anyway. So like, they could have killed off some of the people that I would not care. I'm being honest, yo. Like. They didn't do well, like making me care about certain characters and shit. Like her father could have died and I would not cared. She could have died and I probably would not cared. Like
the main character,
I don't know. It sounds cold blooded, as Red is saying, but he ain't lying.
Like, bro, like there's no care. Like even with the original like National Treasures and stuff, when I watched. You know, Nicolas Cage, Benjamin Gates. You there was something pulling for you to like. You wanted him to win. You wanted him to succeed. You was pulling for him to succeed. You cared about them succeeding and reaching their goals. You didn't want nobody to get hurt. Like I didn't get the same thing from this. Like I really didn't care if our friends died in Mexico. Like it was like they never came back. It wouldn't have bothered me. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like I mean, the only reason why I watched it, like I said, was for Captain Zeta-Jones. Actually, I mean, she's a fine woman, and that was it.
She's a fine woman.
She's a fine woman. I ain't gonna disrespect Captain, but she's fine. She's a beautiful woman, and that's why I watched the show. I kept watching every week just for her.
That's your baddie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your baddie, man.
Michael Douglas.
The same reason I watched Wednesday. She was in it.
Real quick.
But Wednesday was good. Not to compare.
Wednesday was good.
Wednesday was good.
So what you got for us, Fresh Prince, before we get into Mandalorian, man?
Well, I think we pretty much got through everything as I'm looking back. A couple funny things though. The whole YSL trial. And Young Thug and his lawyer basically saying no cap in the middle of a trial to the judge.
That was ridiculous.
I did post that to judge. Yes.
That's wild.
That shit was hilarious.
He said no cap?
He literally said, because it was something about, I think he tried to present a motion or something. And the judge was like, all right, don't worry, because it doesn't matter, because either way I gotta put it to the side. So basically he's trying to say it doesn't matter because it's not gonna count anyway. That's what the judge was trying to say. But the judge was trying to tell him that he never put it in the first place, right? He never put in the motion in the first place. But at the same time, the judge was basically saying, even if you didn't put it in the first place, it doesn't matter, because even if you put it in, like, I would have to put it aside. It's not going to count anyway. That's basically the point of the whole video. But the way the lawyer's like, all right, well, I just wanted to, respond to the fact that you said I never, like, actually turned into motion, and, like, quite frankly, that's straight cap. But yeah, all right, but I'll just move on. And, like, he just goes on to the next thing, and then they zoom in. They zoom in on them,
and they laughing.
and I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Like, I'm literally stopping the trial. Judge, can I approach? Like, I want to fire my lawyer. Like, this is a mistrial. Like, can I get some extra time? Can we start over? Whatever. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like, it's almost like somebody. It's like a bet. It's like you just tried to get it off. Like, you just wanted to. Oh, like, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna say this shit in court. All right, watch, bet. All right, I'm gonna do it. I don't know. It just seemed like there was no point for that, especially if you're a lawyer. That's just weird to me. So, but yeah, that was one of the funny things that happened during the week. Also, I sent the trailer to Fresh. Did you guys see they're remaking White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah, I heard about that a while ago with
Jack Harlow and
the trailer came out a couple of months ago. The trailer came out a while ago, but this is a new one. But it came out like a trailer, they had like some advanced shit. I'm like, this shit looks trash. So I know this is the second one. I'm sure it's trash though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I didn't know anything about the first trailer. I just saw this one like yesterday.
I wouldn't touch that movie. There's no way you could recapture that magic.
Yeah, I'm looking at I looked at the trailer, and I'm not gonna lie, like it's a couple of things. Like Jack Harlow had me laughing in a couple of scenes, and it looks like there's some scenes where like if pretty much everybody's seen this movie, you had to. If not, then this ain't the podcast for you. But in the movie, you remember that there was a point where I forgot the dude's name, but they go in there when dude basically leaves the court to go rob the store for the $500 or whatever to come back to that park that they were playing in when they came off of the train station and walked down those stairs. It looks like they are playing in that same park. Like they basically had the same setup. I noticed that just watching the trailer. But other than that, it's a couple of jokes that I laughed at, but it really seems like they're trying to just do a shot for shot, the same thing again, but just with different actors and trying to update it. And that's one thing about Hollywood that I can't stand. Like there are certain movies, like whether you want to call it a classic or not, like to I guess Us in the Hood, that's a hood classic. Like I love that movie, and
it's giving me House Party vibes.
Yeah, and I didn't even watch that movie, but that's why I didn't watch it. It looked like it was gonna be trash. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it gives me House Party vibes with a Tyler Perry production.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's gonna recapture or surpass the original. So to me, I'm like, why even do it? Y'all just again, it's like this. We living in the era of cash grabs where it's like we're just looking at what the generation now knows nothing about, but what we knew. It's like, all right, all of these people in charge now are our age. This is our generation in charge right now. So it's like you guys have no better ideas than just to remake all the shit that we loved as children. Like if we didn't have certain things like Transformers or whatever, cool, finally give that to us. But then don't give it to us and then destroy it because you don't keep it to what it was. Like I don't understand what they're doing with a lot of these things nowadays. So that's a problem I have. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to I won't even have to go to the movies. It's a Hulu release. So I'll probably end up watching it one day when I have nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you guys know how it was. But besides that, like I have
I watch it.
Yeah, like I have exactly. So it's like but I really have no excitement for it. I'm not like running out to tell people, yo, they doing this, they doing that. Like we have a podcast, so I brought it up. But other than that, I wouldn't have told y'all about this on no regular situation. I'd have looked at it, laughed at it, and be like, all right, they bugging. They're doing the same thing all over again. But yeah, they did that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Other than the story I had, I don't want to go too left, but have you guys heard about this lady? 32-year-old Danielle Epstein says that she is running the London Marathon on Sunday in honor of her ex-boyfriend after leaving him because his cancer battle was quote unquote damaging to her mental health.
How she made that shit about her?
Amazing, right? That is amazing. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't want to go too much into that. I mean, like, I'll throw it in the chat, and if you guys want to read the whole story, you can. But like, that's just basically the headline of what it's about. That is insane.
You could throw it in the channel chat. So for the viewers that want to go ahead and read that. So yeah, we can definitely do that shit. This is crazy.
Insane. How do you make that? Yo, how do you make that about you? And you're really out here proud about it. Like, you're trying to get clout off of that? That is the most epic fail I've ever seen. That is crazy. So self-centered and egotistical. Wow. Yeah, I'm done. I don't even want to talk too much. Before we start going way too left.
Oh, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into the hot topic, man. The hot topic. The meat and potatoes, man. Let's get into the Mandalorian.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average. Woo! It goes with everything, man. It goes with everything.
So yeah, man. Season finale. We had a watch party. So if you guys want to watch the watch party after the show, go ahead and watch it. It's not too long. I cut a lot of fat out. It's a very easy watch. It's funny. There's some funny moments, some really good like reactions to shit. Yeah, I'll definitely recommend it. But we chose not to speak about a lot of things on the watch party because we knew that we was gonna talk about it today. So we kind of like left a lot of things like untouched on you know, there's a lot of stuff we didn't touch. So we're here today. We're gonna talk about it. So what happened, man? We got the season finale. We watched it at 3:00 in the morning. I watched it again on Thursday. Still have the same kind of feelings about it. I mean, it's gotten a little better, but it's still like kind of like, you know, it's just there, right? So before I get into anything, because we already had kind of like a little kind of conversation about it, we're gonna go to Red and let Red kind of like give us his insight because we kind of know what me and Fresh have some kind of a, you know, conversation about it. We had a small conversation, but let's get to Red Nasty and find out his thoughts on this episode here.
My thought was I enjoyed it. It was good. I had fun watching it. Marv Gideon is proven to be like one of the biggest thorns in the side of the Mandalorian, but I guess we ain't gotta worry about that no more.
well, we don't know. There's no body. So.
Mustache.
That is also true. But I don't know. For this episode, you know, I really enjoyed it. You know, I like that. You know, Bo-Katan got trying to show herself as a leader. You know, my armorer proved herself that she wasn't a traitor like these people were saying that she was. You know, over and over.
I was there. I was on that train, bro. It didn't look good.
You know, and she was there fighting with her metal thongs and her hammer, just like she still ain't pick up a gun. She's still fighting with the hammer and shit.
Wrong.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's what I like about this show. It's not predictable.
Facts.
So, yeah, you know, I think right now the way this ended is like I think the story now is gonna probably lean more on Grogu than it is on Din Djarin, because now everything is gonna be on like now that Din has adopted Grogu, like it's gonna be all about him teaching him how to be a Mandalorian, which I think is gonna lead to the very first Mandalorian Jedi ever in Star Wars history. Because he already has Force knowledge. All he needs is just like he perfects that Force knowledge a little bit more with his little Mandalorian training. That'll be the baddest person in the galaxy right there, boy. He beating it.
But wouldn't that mean if he decides to become he is a Mandalorian, right? But if he decides to go back to the Jedi training, he has to kind of like sever that relationship with Din. I think that's what the main problem was before. Like he couldn't forget about and
he
not
could sever the relationship with the person, but he would he could sever the relationship with the person, but his skills will still always be there. He's gonna always have the skills.
Yeah, he would have like the Force skills, but he wouldn't be considered a Jedi though, right? Jedi, it requires like training, right?
He wouldn't be considered
like training.
I mean, right now, are there really any Jedis anyway? There's no Jedi really. Like
at that time.
I was gonna add to it real quick and say I think that Grogu, as you're saying, if we were talking about Jedi, are we talking about Jedi in its purest sense of what it originally was?
I'm thinking Jedi
because I'm thinking
Jedi more in the Ahsoka Tano sense, where she's like a Jedi,
right.
but she's not officially of the Order, but she still has the Jedi skills and training.
And that's where I was going to agree with you. I think we're going to move down a path of moving the Jedi towards the way we did with the Mandalorians. Like we have those cultists that like, you can't take your helmet off, you can't do this, you can't do that. And now we were at a point where they evolved a little bit. So now, okay, we'll allow people to take their helmets off, right? I think that's where we're going to look at where Red is talking about with Grogu's journey now is taking the Jedi more towards that point of getting rid of a lot of those starch, hard standpoints that they stuck to that eventually brought them to their end. So I agree as a Jedi, but moving towards that.
Yeah, that would for me that wasn't my that was not my takeaway. My takeaway because it was almost like it was like the end of his arc, right? His story. And maybe Grogu he's not interested in the Force. Maybe he's not interested in all of that shit. Maybe he doesn't want to subscribe to that.
I can't say that because he was playing with the frog at the end. I think that's an indication that he is still going to deal or try to learn or look into more into the Force going forward.
He's too powerful, bro. Like that ending with him like doing what he did with the judges, those little prefixes or whatever those little red things are called. Forgot their names.
Praetorian. The Praetorian guards.
Thank you. Well,
it's like the Romans, man. You should know this.
That's what I said. I should know that. I should have known that day. Even though the Praetorian guards were never to be trusted, if you know about Rome history.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the way he was handling himself with that situation, and then like, you know, he was doing his Jedi movement. He got the Force push. He was the Force push and pull and all that stuff. He's a little more powerful because I remember back in the day, Grogu did a little Force push and pull. He's ready to take a whole damn nap for just a little bit. He did a lot in this movie. I mean, I said this movie, this ending, and you know, he was still up. He was tired, but he was still up. Like he was like even stopped the whole water flame from cooking him, Jin, and Bo-Katan. So I mean, Grogu power's gone up there, man. He's very strong in the Force, and like I said, he got many years to do this. Because he's a Yoda racer. Yoda died when he was like 900.
900.
We're looking at a Grogu that's only like 50 years old right now, or something like that. There's a lot of story to tell for this kid.
They said that for the new Star Wars movie that's Rey's taking like, you know, the Jedi Council. The Jedi what do you call it? The new Jedi Order, and it's gonna be 15 years after Rise of Skywalker. So that by that time, you know, Grogu will be like 90 something, and he should be like of age because Yoda said he was training Jedi when he was 100.
Out of like 100,
So Grogu now is 52 years old. So it's not that much time, but there is like, you know, it might, you know, I don't think Dinda's gonna be around at that time, but I think he wants to be a bounty hunter. He wants to be a bounty hunter, and I think he's gonna play around with the Force, but I think he subscribes to being a Mandalorian first.
I think he subscribes to being a Mandalorian because Din is a Mandalorian, but I think once Din passes away, he's gonna naturally revert to go to his Jedi training to finish learning about the Force and stuff like that, or maybe build
can
his
agree with that.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I can agree
build
with
his
that.
lightsaber and stuff like that. And then he's gonna have both the Mandalorian training and the Jedi skills and stuff. Where
It's
he's
gonna
over
be a
here flying
problem.
around in rockets and shit with a lightsaber. Oh, you push full of niggas.
Oh my god, got a helmet with the ears out. What's up, bro?
I'm for it, man. I'm for it. Imagine a Jedi that never takes off his helmet, bro. Like he got a Jedi Mandalorian that never takes off their helmet.
And that'll be cool though too, because at the end of the day, it's like I don't need you to take your helmet off no more, bro. I know who you are. You a Yoda, bro. I don't need you to take it off. Now you just look badass all the time, bro. Like nah, that'll be cool.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
But I said I think I was looking up. I was looking up stuff about there's season 4 is coming. And I think they said maybe by season 5. Because they said originally it's supposed to be 10 seasons for the Mandalorian. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking to go for. 10 seasons.
Well, they haven't confirmed any Mandalorian seasons.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah,
they haven't confirmed, but I said what they said they were looking to go for 10 seasons.
They were looking for the seasons, but I think that with Jon Favreau and they was fucking with his shit, I think he's out.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing Favreau say he wanted to do 6. I know Favreau said he wanted to do like 5 to 6 seasons, and that would be like
when the third season premiered. He said the 4th season is already written.
Right.
And
then
the
they
4th season is already written,
fucking
but they started fucking with shit because if you notice, there's a lot of elements in the show right now that me looking at it and seeing for the full entire season, you could tell that Rangers of the New Republic was supposed to be a thing before. That's why they're showing you a lot of these different characters that belong in that world with
like the
Shorty, Gina Carano and all that kind of shit. They were supposed to be elements of that shit, and then they kind of took that character away. They took the show away, and they kept fucking with Jon Favreau shit. That's why he was like his character is gone, died off. He's like, yo, listen, if I had to leave, I don't have any kind of like attachments to it. Like, think about it. Like Jon Favreau, like his idea of the Mandalorian was like this fucking space sci-fi western, right? And it was like that first season, second season, third season came around. Like it's like, all right, cool. Like it's still good. Like overall, I like the season. Overall, I like it. But it was like kind of like a different kind of like a lot of setup for a lot of other shit. Which I can't wait for that to happen. Like if it happens, man, I really want Star Wars to be around. I want a lot more Star Wars. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's still like it still left me with a little bit of emptiness at the end of this show. I felt like it was not like really. I don't know, like I just didn't feel satisfied, and I thought maybe watching it a second time, like not being tired, not being 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe I was just tired, and it was like kind of like the same kind of feeling, and it's like, damn, bro, like seeing that Gideon had all those clones, and then like they just fucking killed them all, like it was like, damn, bro, like this would have been something cool to see, like even if it would have been earlier in the season, like something to build up and like. And then when I watched it again, and I was watching with Steph, she was like, "Why would he want to clone a whole bunch of 60-year-olds?" I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Like he was even young. He was like him now." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Honestly, I didn't think about that either because it doesn't matter. You got the Force, and these dudes are gonna be out here using the Force. It don't matter how old you are. Like, yeah, I didn't really think about that like that.
But like, if you look
but
at
I guess
how they
she's an average viewer. Like,
yeah,
like she okay? So yeah.
It's like how long you had them? How long you had those guys, those clones in those tanks?
I know. I was thinking the same shit. I said, I was thinking the same shit. I said, why the fuck would we have clones of himself as an old ass man though? Like, wouldn't he make him younger?
Yeah, make him younger when they ruthless. Like, you know what I mean? Like ruthless. even though he was taking those
like Gemini
those clones. He was taking those clones and he was putting them. Yeah, like Gemini. That was a terrible movie. Terrible reference, but I get what you're saying. That movie was terrible.
It's a perfect reference, but the movie was terrible.
It was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. But like, yeah, I know he was gonna take those clones and put them in the Dark Troopers. Like, you didn't even, you're
Yeah.
not even gonna. They didn't have a face. Like, they was gonna be
Exactly,
like
yeah.
covered up.
Right.
But still, like 60. Like even with fucking Jango Fett, like they all started off as infants and they grew at a certain age, right?
Mhm.
And this motherfucker was
Mhm.
old with wrinkles. The only thing that was different was that he had no mustache. He's like,
No mustache.
all you have to do is wait them out. They gotta pee one way or the other. Oh man. So Fresh Prince, right? I really wanted because
I would destroy all them shit too, man. Fuck that shit.
I said that shit caught him later. That joke caught him later. Yo, so Fresh Prince. So during the watch party, right? I didn't really get to see his reaction to a lot of stuff. I only heard because I was watching somewhere else. So he was giving off a lot of like, damn, this is like, I don't know about this episode. I'm like, holy shit, no, he don't like this episode. Like, oh shit, like there's problems. And so like now that it's been a couple of days, and I know you've seen it again. You saw it again with your son.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still feel the same? Like, so what changed? Anything, or if anything changed? Like, how do you feel about?
Okay. What it is that okay, like, of course, if anybody watches, you're gonna see it's like a mixed bag, right? So it's weird because I guess like my last impression was the conversation that we had. So I kind of felt like how you talking right now, like, yo, did I not like the episode? But then when I watched it again, when you put it out, I'm like, nah, I was enjoying most of the episode. So I'm gonna stand true to what I'm gonna say right now. I don't think my opinion or anything I said on Wednesday has changed, but I think I can clear it up and separate a little bit more now. So I think because we both said we had a feeling at the end where it was like hollow, right? I think the hollowness came from, again, you just set it up perfectly. Like when they got to the whole Gideon thing, right? And that happened, and it's like, oh, we got the clones, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna flick a switch, and now all of the tanks explode. Like, if like, obviously I'm not serious, but we can get serious. Who designed something like that? Like, right? Like you just hit a couple buttons and everything just explodes. Obviously, we know that's movie magic, and that's how they're doing this stuff, right? But again, I'm talking about my reaction to it, right? So it's like to see something like that happen, I'm like, nah, that's not hitting me right now because now I'm upset, right? It's like now we're at the culmination. Like I said, I enjoyed everything. I'm not gonna go back and say any of the episodes were bad. I'm not changing my opinions on any of them. They were all good. But again, what I said is that they were all good Star Wars episodes, right? Now that we come to the culmination of this season, yeah, I can go back and agree with Fresh that, yeah, I'm not going to say the episode was bad. I didn't dislike Jack Black or Lizzo, but at the end of the day, when you look back at this, you could have took that shit out. The third episode with Pershing, the way y'all be giving dialogue and then we move on, and it's like, okay, we get it. We understand. Like, y'all could have did that with the cloning shit if that's what you wanted to do. Because now I'm looking back at the season now, and I feel like the reason that I feel hollow is because, yeah, maybe I might be a Moff Gideon stan and I like him a little bit more than the average person. But at the end of the day, this has been your main villain through these 3 seasons of this show, and we finally where we have, okay, maybe the average person is not like us, but we've been watching this stuff and we are very good at picking things out. So for the longest, we've known that this is what Gideon was doing, is trying to clone it. And even if you look at the watch party, like, he didn't edit it that way. I literally called the dialogue before he said it. Oh, it's going to be me inside the suit. What's the thing? The Force. That's what I'm missing. I'm not guessing. This is what we've known. It's like Din saying, I'm going to adopt Grogu and he's my son now. Bro, honestly, looking back at that now too, it's like, bro, we knew that already. I didn't need to see that. You didn't say anything to Bo-Katan before you left, bro. You just swore fealty and all of that. Her song is not done and all of that. And now that her song is done, you just dip off with your kid and worry about what's your next missions that you're going to do.
But
all I'm saying is that I didn't. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just with the Bo-Katan thing is that when he did what he did, and Bo-Katan, like, she gave him the nod of approval. So it was like kind of like she knew that he had to step away. She gave him the nod. So I'm just gonna say just for that one little part. But go ahead.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
yeah.
no. I feel you. I know that. I give you that. I noticed that. I'm not disavowing that. What I'm saying is for everybody that complained that Din was not the main character of this season, and I'm not one of those people, right? But for everybody that complained about that, we followed Bo-Katan's story through this whole thing, and then Din to be the main character, and you riding with her through everything. Yes, she gave him the head nod of approval, like, yeah, adopt him. That's your kid. You know what I mean? But what I'm talking about is like, why didn't we get at least a minute, bro? It don't have to be a long time, but a minute of at least him talking to her before they dipped. Like, yo,
Yeah.
congratulations, you did what you were supposed to do. I always knew you could do it. This is what I was talking about. Whatever, bro. And then like, listen, we out. I gotta do what I. No, what I'm saying they could have said whatever is what I'm saying is they could have said whatever. I'm saying they don't have to be no deep dialogue. They could have said whatever. What I'm saying is that there was not even a scene of them two acknowledging everything that they just been through and then being like, all right, I'm out, but whenever you need me, holla at me. So we can keep this story going. There was no acknowledgement at all.
Real quick.
Like what you said right there, that's not the case. That can be said and done, because when she said that he's taking Grogu on and doing what he's doing, the armorer told him, you're going to be gone away from Mandalore for about 10 years. So he's gone. So he's not coming back.
All right, so real quick.
So that's just giving me more weight to say. So if
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a point out. So I think what you're trying to say is that if we can have a conversation about vegetation life growing on Mandalore, right? If we can stop for 2 seconds to talk about that, there could have been a conversation about, hey, what's going on? How are we gonna do this? Safe travels, or even talk about Paz Vizsla dying. Like there was.
I was about to throw that in next. Nobody said nothing about him, bro.
It was just so fast. It was just like it didn't give you time to kind of digest what happened after. Like it feels like we got a whole overarching with Bo-Katan, but like with Mando, with Dan is like kind of like got shitted on a little bit, and he did the whole Thanos, him being in a freaking farm, just kind of chilling. It's like, damn, all right, cool. Like it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have a conversation
with the Paz Vizsla. His son getting inducted to the Mandalorian army. I think that was a little honor to him that way, because that was his son that was in the waters getting inducted to the Mandalorian army.
Yeah, man.
I feel you, bro.
That was supposed to happen in episode 2, but the monster stopped the celebration of that. That wasn't like something that was going to do extra.
But that was their way of honoring Paz Vizsla by showing his son getting inducted to the Mandalorian army. So
that was what they were doing. I agree with you. What I'm saying is this is why it felt hollow for me, because that's what you gave me. You gave me them pouring water over the son's helmet and him finishing that instead of like, I'm not even saying instead of. What I'm saying is in that same scene, Din walks in the middle of that happening. He couldn't have said nothing about Paz. Bro, they started off not even liking each other to the point where this dude sacrificed himself for everybody, and you didn't even say nothing. Yo, to the kid, yo, live up to your name, something, bro. He didn't even acknowledge it. The armorer, that was her right hand man through everything. She didn't acknowledge it. I'm just saying nobody said his name or nothing. I'm not saying that they didn't try. I'm just explaining why these things were hollow to me, bro. That's it.
I'm just saying. Can I be honest? How many Mandalorians died throughout the course of this 3 seasons? And
I don't care how many died. They were in Paz.
It was made about it though. That's what I'm trying to say.
We didn't know their names, bro. Who name one of them that died,
bro? That they just move on because they know dying is just a part of being a Mandalorian. They just move on.
If that's what it is, that's what it is, bro. But I'm just telling you, that's why it felt hollow to me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arguing that things weren't there. I think I said it in the watch party. It's like, yo, they hit every plot point, bro. I can't complain about anything being bad about this. It was a good episode, and it was a great ending to what happened. All I'm saying is, the way that I felt, this is what made it hollow to me. I'm just naming the things that were that after I thought about it, I'm like, these are the things that were probably missing. that kept me disconnected from the ending of it, and why I didn't feel as connected as I felt in the other seasons.
There was like a level of emotion, right? Like you said, if it would have been a situation where Mando went up to Ragnar and be like, "Yo, your father was a true hero," like something
A
like
true
that.
Mandalorian, bro.
That shit would have had me fucking tearing up. Like, damn, bro. Like, all right, cool, man. Like, that would have been nice. But I guess again, it was like time. It was all about time. We didn't have enough time to do that. It would have been nice if this episode would have happened the previous one, and then the season finale would have been like maybe like the ending of the fight, and then more of like what's going on and how to set up everything else. But man, I still think Axel Wolves is a fucking spy, man. My man crashed that ship in that little thing. He didn't tell nobody about that shit. Mando didn't know. He was probably
I'm gonna go back to what I said the week before. I think the whole spies reference was to the Shadow Council. Everybody was looking for random spies. I think it was just referring to the Shadow Council because nobody knows about them, and they're literally spies because they know what's going on in every sector of the galaxy, and nobody knows that they're there. So I think those are the spies. I didn't really like when it happened. Yeah, I was looking for it, but once it was over, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what they were referring to. But just to continue, it's like I'm not trying to say this thing was bad. I enjoyed a lot of it. Like
good
again,
moments.
what if anybody watches like from the beginning, I'm like, okay, like everybody talking about, oh, Din's about to get mind flared and kidnapped and all that. We started off the episode, they running. Grogu picks up him quick. He's like, oh no, we good. All right, listen, we gotta go get in. All right, I wasn't mad at that. Listen, all right, cool. We gotta keep it moving. Like, all right, I'm not mad at that.
I knew Din wasn't gonna make it to wherever Moff Gideon sent him to. I said he's not getting it. Din's gonna get up before they even get to that shit. That's what he always do. That's what Din do, man.
I still have questions on how the fuck how the Grogu managed to make it there. Like, how the fuck he come around the other way and
I didn't ask questions. Let's go,
but,
right?
Yeah, it's the season finale, so you really can't. You gotta let.
Yeah, I didn't ask questions. I wasn't mad. It's like, all right, come on, cool. Let's keep it moving. All right, so we went to that. The fights and everything, bro. I lost my mind. Like they all flying in the air with the ships, and Bo-Katan pulls out the dark saber on some like we all charging on horses type. Bro, I lost my mind. I was losing my shit.
That shit was like Clone Wars. It was like
yeah, bro. But better because it was live action, and they'd like Favreau being the one that developed this Iron Man shit. He perfected it at this point. Like the way they flying around, these battles look real. Like I enjoyed it. Like the armorers like Thor out here whooping niggas' asses with a hammer and tongs out here, like no shield, no nothing. Like everybody, like Sasha, I keep saying Sasha, Mercedes, she was out there, got her little moments, got the little slide shit dip with the knee rockets and shit. That shit was dope, bro. It was so much fire shit in this episode.
Fucking the slide and the drop and then the fucking shot. That shit was
fire, bro.
I sat here. Listen, y'all call out everything else bullshit, but y'all don't call out the bullshit with Axe Wolves.
What?
Which one?
Flying in the fuck outer space with a rocket pack.
Oh, that's
bro. At that point,
in the
watch finale, bro. We was like, he ain't gonna make it.
How the fuck they couldn't make it to the fucking kid?
Bro, he floated outer space with a rocket pack, yo. Like what? What I said that part had me like, yo, what the wait, what the fuck is going on here?
They had
flying through the cloud and stuff. I said, nah, he's not flying into outer space with a rocket.
But you know what? The shots were fire, so I let it go.
They had a whole battle. They had a whole battle in flight, and nobody lost gas.
Yeah. But you know what? Nobody gave a shit because it was fire. Nigga, we didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't care at that point. So yeah, that was fire. Go ahead, bro.
I think they're kind of playing it off with the whole Mandalorian, with the whole like kind of like you can't get any kind of transmission into the planet until you go through the kind of storm. I think they're gonna try to do that with Exegol, and the reason why we didn't know about the whole like final order.
Right. Yeah, because nobody
terraform that shit to where they can't, like, you don't know what's happening in that planet unless you in past the clouds into
That's
that
a good
planet. I
theory.
think that,
That's a good theory.
yeah.
I never even thought about that. That's a good connection. That's a good. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I enjoyed that, and I didn't. And we said it too. I'm like, all right, Axe, let's go. I'm like, don't do no fuck shit. Because I don't want you to be a spy. And he wasn't. He held it down, right? So I was riding with him the whole time, even though I was tight. Because I'm like, damn, everybody left you, bro. You by yourself. And I thought he was going to die in the ship. He didn't. And he's going down. And I called that too. Honestly, there's other things, but I'm going to leave some stuff for Fresh to go into because I know we had some of the same gripes. So I'll just jump forward to the point of, this is what I mean. Once we started getting towards the end of it, it was things that to me was like pulling me out. Like, all right, I'm not. This doesn't have me invested. I wasn't invested. I didn't feel like anybody was gonna die. I didn't feel like there was any major threat. Again, they got to the clones. They just destroyed them right away. I feel like if we would have took those 2 episodes, going back into what I said in the beginning, if you would have took those out and put in, let us know, let us see what's going on with Gideon. Like we've been theorizing this whole time, and then you want to drop it in the final episode. No, drop that in episode 3. Oh, he's out here doing some fuck shit. We don't know what's going on. Oh, he possibly got Depth Troopers. We don't know they clones. Now he got Depth Troopers. In the episode with Jack Black, you bring that back again, and now you see that it's fucking Moff Gideon clones inside there, and maybe it's like some Bad Batch shit where there's only like, I said this to my son, just do a Bad Batch where there's only like 4 or 5 of them. You don't gotta go crazy. All of them don't got the Force. One of them probably got the Force. The other one is strong. Whatever. Just give them these different things or whatever to make it some type of threat. Don't even bring in the Praetorian Guards. You could have just did that. If everything we was talking about was the clones and that's what he was trying to do, you fell way short of trying to like present that to me, and now you give it to me in the finale. It just fell flat for me. I'm sorry, it just fell flat, and I felt like it was a wasted opportunity of a way you could have increased the drama throughout this entire season that a lot of people were missing.
It was almost like Den was playing this game on easy mode, right? Like you ever watch those 80s movies where someone gets jumped and then the other guys in the background waiting for the person to punch? And it's like like that. Like they could have all attacked them at the same time, like they did with Paz Vizsla, like where the Praetorian Guards was fucking them up at the same. They jumped them. There was a jump. It was not like one, and it was almost like the sense of urgency and the sense of like, oh my god, like it's happened. Like even season 2, right? Those fucking Death Troopers were fucking scary, bro. They was scary. Like it made you feel like, yo, they're not gonna win this shit. I just feel like
beating through the door, beating on the doors, and then showing them on the inside, just hearing the banging and looking at everybody's face. And Moff Gideon's like, everybody is about to die in here, except for me and the baby. Like shit like that, bro. That was tense.
He couldn't fight one. One just overpowered him. I'm like, yo, they cannot win. Even if you have 20 people in a room, you cannot win against this one Dark Trooper. This one here, I feel like there was nothing like that. We had the Praetorian Guards, but they were not like OP like they were in The Last Jedi, right? The Last Jedi, they were a little more like gangster, and they didn't look like Mandalorians. So this one they had like kind of like the Mandalorian
helmets.
They changed
which
it up.
Means they probably have Beskar armor, and that's another thing to me. It's like, okay, you soup them up, and then. Yeah, me in the reaction. I'm like, okay, cool. He goes off in the room. They separate him. They set up everything so superbly. And then we get in the room. Even when he jumped on the light fixtures or whatever, he's running around, bro. I laughed at that too. I'm not even mad that I'm not even gonna say that took away the drama, right? I laughed. I was giggling, but then he gets down, the pipes fall on him. I'm like, all right, this is the moment for you to show what you got, bro. And then what happens? Din runs in and saves his ass by shooting dude in the back. I'm like, what are we doing? Why did you do all of that? You could have kept him in the same room for all of that. I don't know, bro.
I think me and Fresh was kind of waiting for him to step up.
We
was waiting for him to kind of like maybe a quick flashback where we get the final part of where he ends up going after he deals with forgot that Jedi's name. It slipped my mind. The one that saved him from the Order 64.
Kelleran.
Kelleran something. Yeah, Kelleran so back. Like something like where he kind of like remembers all his training and all that kind of shit. Kind of like goes kind of OP, where like he kind of pushes them to the side. He still requires a little bit of more help, but like more like I got this. But like it was more like all right, pipes fall on him. I can't get the pipes off. He was My man pushed motherfuckers out the way. That big ass fucking animal, that shit. He levitated that shit. The season 1, bro. He couldn't take the pipes off.
Right.
He held a whole
It's just
fucking
things. Yeah.
fire blast, and he
Yeah.
couldn't take the pipes off. But anyways, I guess they needed that kind of like that that they needed to save the day, right? They needed to be like there to help him out, because I feel like Din kind of got like the short end of the stick with this season. Yeah, man. And listen, this show had really good moments. I had a good fucking time. There was really good, nice set pieces that I can't sit here and talk shit about it. It was fucking great.
Even the callback to Phantom Menace with the ray shields and going like in some video game shit, level by level. All right, open the next door. All right, let me snatch a knife from this dude. Kill him. All right, let me get the shield here. All right, kill him. Let me get the gun here. Like,
it was good. It just felt like I said before, I've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. Like, I feel like this is gonna just lead into a fucking rushed season finale, and that's what it was. And it by it rushing, we got action, great set pieces, but the emotional aspect of the show,
drama
of this character was it was just nothing. It was like, all right, cool, Moff Gideon dies again, or does not. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, there was really like, my man did hit 3 buttons and killed all the clones. Like, how the fuck did you know? How did you manage to do that?
Yeah, that's where I lost all.
How the fuck did you manage to find a way to kill him? And then it didn't look like a fucking explosion either. It just looks like water just came out. Like, how the fuck did they die? I don't know, man. But it's always gonna nitpick. I really want it to be another season. I hope that we get more of the Mandalorian. That'd be nice. Hopefully in the Book of Boba, or I don't think he's gonna show up in the Ahsoka. Highly doubt it. Ahsoka is gonna be like, from what I heard, it's like gonna be just straight like action set pieces the whole entire season. So I'm looking forward to that. Did we give it a rating in the watch party? I don't think we gave ratings in the watch party. For me, this episode gets, if I had to rate it, I'll say a 4. How about you, Brent? Fresh Prince.
He left.
Yeah, my fault, bro. My fault. I put B right back in the chat. I guess you didn't see it.
No, because I was doing the rating, then I was like, I'll give it a 4 point. I'll give it a 4, and then I was like, what about you, Red? And then Red was out.
That's
I'm on myself right now. All right.
My bad. I had a quick emergency real quick. But I for the episode itself, I am going to give it I'll give it a 4.5, because again, I enjoyed myself pretty much through the majority of the episode. Yeah, I had my nitpicks, but again, it didn't change like my feeling about the episode or like the story arc of the season. I feel like everything made sense, and it ended in a particular way that made sense, and also leaves things open for the future where we're going. So yeah, I'll give it a 4.5. As far as the season though, again, now I got to be harsh, because it's like looking back, and I already explained, like looking at where they ended it, you wasted a lot of that story context, whereas I would have much rather seen like what Gideon was doing off, because again, we all figured he was like, and I know I said it before, like, nah, he's on Mandalore, bro, and that's why they got everybody in the galaxy thinking that it's uninhabitable or whatever, because he's there doing whatever he needs to do, and that's the way he could keep everybody away. A lot of this stuff we theorized, and we got it at the end, but I feel like you should have showed that. You had 2 episodes that you pretty much spent on things that we didn't really need, and you could have gave in 10-minute expositions during these same 2 episodes that I'm talking about, and gave us the same knowledge and stuff that we wanted to know, or that you wanted us to know. and we could have still got a lot more from Gideon. So I feel like overall he was wasted, and it kind of like diminishes the season for me. So like this is probably like, I don't want to say it in a way where I feel like it sounds bad, but like if we rank all the seasons, this is definitely the third season out of all of them. I'll put it like that. And I'm not trying to say that in a way where I'm saying I dislike the season, because I like the majority of it. But again, looking back at it and the way everything was told and what we got, there was a lot I felt that was left on the cutting room floor per se. And I needed that. I needed that to really care about where we went and where we ended. I don't even want to theorize about Gideon coming back, the whole mustache and clone or whatever. Like that's cool. They bring him back. But I feel like y'all just wasted him. Y'all diminished him. So if you bring him back, it's a waste. So
So what
the
about
season I'll give it.
overall? Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm thinking. The season I'll give it a overall. Because again, I have fun. It's hard. Like I enjoyed a lot of it, and we got a lot of stuff. Even in episodes, I'm saying that they could have took out. We got a lot of stuff that I enjoyed and that I wanted. But after the overall, as a season, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as a season because
I'm there too.
Because again, like I said in our watch party, this is everything I wanted when I heard we was getting a Mandalorian series, right? So we got a lot, but you fucked me over. You honey dicked me at the end of the day with this shit. Like, because everything I wanted you gave me, but you didn't flesh it out like it should have been. You gave me other shit that I didn't give a fuck about when you could have dived nose deep into that story, and it would have been way better for it. This probably would have been the best season. It would have probably been the best season if they would have went more into the shadow collective and the actual clones and actually bringing them in to do something. This season would have been the best season out of all of them. Yeah, but you didn't.
Because the threat in Mandalore was non-existent. They were going to Mandalore just to go to the forge. Moff Gideon just happened to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were going to go to Mandalore regardless. That was going to be the end, right? But Moff ended up having to be there and then cause a battle. So it's like almost like an afterthought, him being there.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense for him to be there because it was like you can't find him anywhere.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why I can't say it's a bad season. Everything made sense. It's just like going into this episode, right? Again, like I just said, the callback to Phantom Menace, right? That whole scene, right? That scene was dope. Like I just said, I enjoyed it. It was dope. But again, if I want to like start, and I'm not even calling it a nitpick, but if I want to be honest, what held me out of that episode is there were certain points like, all right, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like I don't feel the impact of the hits. I'm not hearing it. There's no sound design for this. But then in other moments of the show, like the sound design is crazy. So it's like there was something like I was just disconnected. Again, I'm not calling anything bad because again, I'm saying everything was there. It's just little things that kept me disconnected towards the end of this episode, and that's why I'm like, I can't praise it like I really want to.
It just seems like there was a lot of chefs in the kitchen when they created the storyboard where, you know, Jon Favreau's idea and baby kind of got convoluted in this season. And it's like, he had to compromise. Like, hey, we need to set up other shows because we lost Rangers of the New Republic. We need to like pivot and do other stories, and we need to use your season as the pivotal point. And I think that kind of like suffered a little
and
bit.
he also wanted to keep Grogu and Din separated for a minute, for a couple episodes. And immediately they're like, nah, bring him back.
And who knows? He may have liked Gina Carano and didn't want to lose her job. Maybe that messed up his story. Maybe season 3 was already written when season 2 came out, and Gina Carano had a big part of it, and things had to change. Who knows? I mean, this is all just us theorizing, but you know, we don't know what Jon Favreau's take on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna be real PC about things because if he's
not gonna trash them.
He's not gonna say that. He's not gonna trash. You know, he's not gonna say that because he's the one to get canceled. But Yeah, man. Like I'm on the same page with you. 3.5 for the whole entire season as a whole. Had a good time. There was a lot of good moments, but there's also like a lot of fat that didn't really pay off at the end. Like, all right, cool. I didn't need to see that. That could have been like 15-minute thing versus a whole 40-minute thing. Like the Dr. Person show episode was almost the longest episode out of the whole entire season. I wish I had that time frame, that runtime with this one here. You know what I mean? Because you guys was able to give us content and talking points and all that kind of shit in this episode, like some real shit. But you didn't give us this in the season finale. Like at least you button things up. Like just all right, cool. This is what's happening. Like now I know. Like you sit back and like, oh, Bo-Katan is doing that. Like Raycar is doing that. Like like it's just the emotional aspect of things. Kind of like got shitted on a little bit, but I get it. They had to close it out.
And the Skeleton Crew, that's a show, right?
That's a show. That's gonna be the Rangers of the New Republic kind of got like reincarnated with that. Like that's gonna
right.
be
That's
like,
what I'm saying. So
yeah.
that was where my point was trying to go. Is like you could have saved it for that type of stuff, but it's like, oh, we threw it in here. So again, I heard people saying that's why they threw the pirate in this, but why are you throwing him in it? He died in this, so he didn't need to be in this either.
Well, the Rangers of the New Republic was supposed to have a lot more pirate based stuff. That's why like the characters like Vane and all that kind of. Who cares about Vane? He escaped. Right, but because of the show never released, like we didn't get to see, like it seems like a severed storyline. Like they wanted us to care about a character that they never showed us before, but he was supposed to have some kind of like presence in those Rangers of New Republic, because that show was supposed to be Gina Carano and that guy that was I forgot the Asian guy that was there at the end.
Oh yeah.
Like he was
Carson,
supposed to be one
I
of
think
the
it
main
is.
characters there. So I get it, man. But overall, I had a good time. If 3.5, that's still a good rating for a show.
It is. It's above average.
It like you said, it kind of like falls in the line with 1, 2, and 3. Like the first season being strong, second season being my second favorite, and this season being the third. So it makes sense. It's not.
I might
better.
even flip that just to be different from you. I might even say season 2 might have been my favorite, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch it really to say, because
season 1 was my favorite because it was more or less what was promised by Jon Favreau, being a sci-fi western, and that's what I wanted. Like the first time you meet Den, he walks into a freaking bar, cuts the dude in half with the door. Like that fucking right there was like, holy shit.
See, all right, like okay. And that's what I mean about like no connection, right? Like as soon as that happened, that's the beginning. That's as soon as we meet this dude, right? And then we in episodes here, and then like the fight choreography and some of the things. Again, I'm not saying it's bad, but it was lackluster to me. Like I didn't have that same emotional punch to it, I guess.
Yeah. What was the main line? What was like his catchphrase? Like his catchphrase was like everywhere, bro.
I could take you in warm. I could take you in cold.
Like, bro, that shit was hard, bro. Like I was like, this is not for kids.
Right.
They had like
but
now
it's for kids. We got Baby Yoda jumping and running on light fixtures from Praetorian guards.
And even him meeting Grogu for the first time, there was a lot of emotion, and then was able to kind of like lead a story and you feel emotion when you don't see a face. And I was waiting for that this season. There was no emotion. But then was like his story was over. The moment he went into the waters and got rebaptized, his story kind of
done. Yeah, it was done.
It was done, and that was episode 2.
And my son said that too. My son was literally like, "Oh, so the whole season is gonna be him trying to get back to take a bath." Like, and then we were done in season 2. He was like, "Oh wow." Episode 2. He was like, "Oh wow, okay. So now what?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro." Like, and we went along with the ride, and again, it was a cool little ride. But again, this is like a 14-year-old watching this with me, and it's like the same things that I was saying to you. It's certain points where he's looking at it like the same thing I said about Gideon. It's like, actually, what I said is what he said. he's like, oh, so that's all you got to do is press a couple buttons and then everything just explodes. This is a 14-year-old, bro, and you saying you make Star Wars for kids. This is a kid, and he's looking at this like that kind of didn't make no sense. Like, so I'm not saying that it makes sense. I'm just saying there was no weight to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because he was able to, like, it was a very rich plot point, right? Like he finally was able to clone somebody and splice, the force, like like he was able to, he successfully did it.
That's
I mean,
unprecedented.
it's been done before, not canon. Like I know with Starkiller, he was like one of the first, right?
Right. Yeah.
But like he's not canon, right? You can't make him canon because that guy's OP.
But even with the legends, like what you're saying, it's like, yeah, he was the only one. But you look at everybody else. Every time they try to do that, motherfuckers went crazy, bro. Like it doesn't work. So again, if you don't bring Starkiller into canon, what you're saying, this elevates this plot point even more. That this dude was able to do this. It's like, nah, we can't do that because it's not really in canon. So we're just gonna say we did it or he did it, and then we're gonna shut the lights off on that real quick because we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like he could have. I feel like he could have released it. I feel like he could have released his clones a long time ago. Like if they've been in there so long that they old like that, he could have released them at 20. You know what I mean? Like and just did it. You know what I mean? Just did it. You know what I mean? And
maybe they didn't go through the same Kaminoan process. Maybe he just figured out a way to literally clone Gideon how he is now. That's the way I took it. That's why I didn't complain about that. I thought that, like, listen, nobody else could do this. If they pulled it off, that was the way they pulled it off, by being able to be like, listen, I can't make them younger. I could just make a clone of you, and now I learned how to splice the midichlorians into it, and this is as far as we can go right now. And he was probably like, all right, that's cool enough.
Yeah.
Because they still haven't created Hux. I mean, Hux. Hux was in the last episode. They're still working on Project Necromancer, which is Snoke. So they still haven't even completed that yet. So Gideon is literally the first dude to do this right now. So again, this is a major plot point, and you just like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
You just flush it down the toilet.
Yeah, chill. Literally.
Like, nah, I'm good. This is amazing. This is gold. All right, never mind. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Done. You blow them up. And they all die. Smothered, right? Because the water came out. Smothered. It was not even an explosion.
Before they could even take their first breath.
Like, I don't know, man. But they definitely rushed it. But hopefully we get a Mandalorian season 4. If that'll be great. Then we could go back into the whole, like, the reason why we fell in love with the show is bounty hunting, right? Like,
I think that's what they're trying to do.
And giving Bo-Katan her own show, right? Give her whole show. Like she has enough characters and side characters that she can have her own show, and people will give a fuck about. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be ultimately a resistance towards Mandalore and the rebuilding of Mandalore. So I don't know, man. So Red, well, as far as the show, what would you rate it, and the season? How would you rate the season? You?
Go ahead, bro.
Are y'all done? Are y'all done?
No, are you done right now?
I can give my rating now. Okay, I'll give it a 4.5. All right, good night, everybody.
And the full season. What would
that was the episode or the season?
I give the whole season 4.5. I don't know what y'all was talking about. Like, I enjoyed the season. I mean, besides that weird episode with the doctor and the shit that nobody knew what was up until, like, I guess we later found out that, like, it was just a little teaser. So there's a whole shadow council with the clone, and he was the main clone guy and stuff like that. That was supposed to go to the other shadow council guy, but Moff Gideon was keeping him for himself so he could have his clones. Yeah, I mean, overall, yeah. I mean, 4.5. Because the last episode threw me off. Like, Axel's flying into outer space with no ship, just flying into outer space with a rocket pack. It was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That was a tough scene though.
It looked fire.
It was. That's why I gave it a pass.
But once you get out the atmosphere, it's a wrap for you. I don't know what they're trying to fool with that shit. Like,
I like the way he just kind of flew up and he flew into the fucking ship. It was like, get the fuck out of here! Like
word.
That was dope.
That was.
I think the Mandalorian suit does have like pressurized shit. I think Den used it the moment he landed on Mandalore. He was like,
yeah, they do, and they do the sound effects. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that's something also that I have a personal thing with. Like, it's just like, bro, I know it's open at the bottom. Like, how?
Hey,
but that's just me and my suspension of disbelief. That's the one thing that gets me. I'm
it's
like,
like in the watch party. This is Star Wars. That's your last message to Star Wars.
No, it was, bro. That's why Red was like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, if you watch the watch party, bro, you'll see I was losing my mind, bro. I was having so much fun watching it.
My man had the fucking sword out. Going,
Word.
yo, my man.
She pulled it out. I was wilding, bro. I was like a big kid, bro.
And he said some crazy shit though. He said some real pause moment shit, man.
But I said pause though.
But
I said it. I already knew it.
It's like, hey, yeah.
But it's cool. I knew you was gonna have to do that. That was good content.
I had to, man. That would have been a missed opportunity, bro. I needed
of
that
course.
in there, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna conclude this episode. Episode.
Should I just see here because you guys just cut me off with your conversation and you said that's gonna conclude. But I was
I'm not. Go ahead, bro. Let's go. Keep going. Go ahead.
Your mic said it was muted.
Yeah, because the wire short. The wire short happened. That's what happened. Well, anyway, what's going on? I'm listening. That's okay. Right in the middle. Go ahead.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers been talking for like 20 minutes, man. I took a nap, woke up, y'all still talking. I can't say what I got to say.
I thought he was done.
You feel me?
He went in and gave his score. He's like, all right, done. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but
right.
I mean, I was talking about, and then he went, then he first started talking about the, and then y'all started talking about that. I said, okay, we're going to forget about my review now.
Nah, I'm with you, bro. I just wanted to co-sign what you were saying. I had excitement too. I just didn't want you to think I really didn't like it.
The whole season, I was having fun the whole season. I'm not going to hold you. Like, Den had his arc with the, him bathing in the living waters, you know, and he completed his mission. I pretty much figured the rest of the season was going to be them trying to take over Mandalore again, helping Bo-Katan. I really don't feel like how you guys felt like he was a side character of his own story. Like I didn't get that vibe.
Like that. I didn't feel like I was saying what people were saying on Twitter. I didn't feel like that.
I didn't get that vibe from because like I've seen him help with things that's bigger than him in previous episodes of The Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Like he's helped with stuff that's bigger than him in previous episodes. So
that's all he does is run into situations that got nothing to do with him and he.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's his character, bro.
And that's a Western. And that's a Western in itself. Westerns is like you have the hero who's just like, hey, I'm just in town minding my business. What? And then next you know, he has to save a town from like a bunch of
need your help.
It's like, yeah, it's like, and that's what Din runs into all the time. And I mean, we're Bo-Katan right now. He just had like a little, he said, you know what, I'm gonna help you out with your situation because I guess, you know, he feels for her. Like he wanted her to have the darksaber from the beginning. He didn't want the shit. Like from the day one, he was like, yo, just take it. This is stupid. He said he has
no attachment to it.
Yo, he has no attachment whatsoever. Like when Moff Gideon said, "Oh, what you got the darksaber?" He was like, "Here, take it." She's like, "No, I can't." He's like, "Oh, she's not gonna take it." He said, and he's like, he even said something. This is stupid. Just take it. So it was like, yo, like you know, all this build up for this to finally happen. I mean, I'm happy it's on, and you know, I can see where it's going with the future where. Even though he's chilling on the farm right now, and then it looks weird because you know he's doing the whole Thanos thing right now. He had his feet up. He's watching Grogu play with the frog.
Man, chilling.
I see it leading down, like, you know, future episode. He's gonna be training Grogu in season 4, season 5, and they're gonna have crazy adventures. There's probably a lot of stuff that we hear and that happens in like Star Wars world that he's probably gonna be behind, because you know he's talking about doing shadow missions for the New Republic. So I don't know, man. Like I look forward to future episodes of the Mandalorian. Like overall the season, like I said, maybe 4.5, because this last episode was a little crazy. There was a little craziness going on in this shit, so I can't deny that. But and for episode 3, I took away points for episode 3 too. Like that was that episode 3 with the
Pershing.
doctor. Yeah. I took away for that one too. So yeah, I'm done now. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
No, you good. How do you? Well, I have 2 other questions for you, real quick. First, just to add on, because we did say this also. So I'm just curious, as far as all of the seasons, where do you rank this as far as all of the seasons?
My favorite season is still the one with Luke popped up, so that's still my favorite season.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah,
season 2 is always gonna be my favorite. I don't think anything's gonna be season 2 for me.
Yeah,
we got to see Ahsoka.
We got Luke, Ahsoka, and Bo-Katan.
Yeah, and we got to see the Beskar spear. Him working with that Beskar spear. And we got season 2 was a tough season, man. That's a tough season.
Yeah, I rock with season 2.
And a lot of the missions in season 2 was good too. Cause even with the missions with
Fish Lady,
my dudes.
Bill Burr.
Thank you. God damn, what my blank for a second, bro. Like, yo,
sorry, I got you, bro. I got you.
The episodes with Bill Burr was good too. And you see them building a connection, because before they hated each other, then after that they had a mutual respect. At the end of the man, I was feeling it. I was feeling season 2 is my top.
Yeah, I think so for me too.
It's not as strong as the other two seasons. That's what you're gonna ask. Yeah, it's not as strong.
No. That's all I wanted to know, where it ranked. And then the second question, I'm asking you, but I'm asking everybody, because we didn't talk about this before we get off. The dark saber is destroyed. Thoughts?
It can be fixed if you know how to fix it. It sounds weird for me saying it, but like Jedi.
That's cool. What are your feelings on that? Do you have any particular feelings, or you just like, whatever?
I mean,
it just happened.
I think it's kind of like bullshit. But I think we had this conversation in the watch party. They're gonna end up rebuilding it, because if the Kyber crystal is not like damaged, they're gonna reforge it and make it her own, or not fix it at all and her just tame the mythosaur. Because that's the real claim to Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
But who claimed was the first man the first what was the first owner of the Darksaber? That was
Tar Vizsla.
Tar Vizsla. He didn't tame a mythosaur.
No, he didn't. He was just the first Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah, so there's nobody that trained the mythosaur, right? Nobody, right? It should be the first.
The first. I think it was the first Mandalore that tamed the mythosaur.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I don't know, going into that.
The way the armor talks, like the mythosaur is just a myth. Like it's not a.
Yeah.
The way she talks about it, like nobody's seen it, like for real. But I think we got a hint to who might be the one that tames it, because when Grogu stepped in the water, the mythosaur opened his eye, like, and I was like, oh, is Grogu the one that's gonna tame the mythosaur?
He said, who that up there?
I think it might. I think it might be Din Grogu that tames it, and not.
I think so, and that's a good story point as well. That's a good story point as well, because you got that little dude with that giant, and it just fits on so many dynamics.
So yeah, Din doesn't want it. Din doesn't want nothing. He's like, I don't want this.
I was about to say that he don't want nothing.
I don't want this shit. I don't want this.
He don't want nothing but Grogu.
The only thing Din wants is like Grogu to have grow up a nice, peaceful life, and learn how to take care of himself. And that's why I think Dim's going so hard to like make Grogu be his apprentice and be a Mandalorian and stuff like that.
You know what? Like going back into like I don't know if it was season 1 or season 2, but like shorty that Dim was falling for, like he could have brought her over.
I was just thinking about that.
Like, he could have brought
You
her
said
over.
bring
Like,
her over. They should have went back there.
yeah, like it was good. Like she loved him. I mean, she was falling for him.
She was
could have
falling
had,
for him. Yeah.
He could have took his helmet off at the end too. Like he's with his son, right? He could take his helmet off now.
I think that would have been a dope ending. I'm thinking about it now as we was talking right before you said it. I'm like, he should have went back to her. Like,
huh?
I don't think you can show his face though. You'd have to smash with the helmet on.
Or they have to be married. That shit's mad funny. I heard some memes that it was like, oh, when Mandalorian
the helmet's gonna be rattling. Like, you see bad booty cheeks in the reflection.
I was hoping.
Bro. In the visor reflection.
I was hoping that like towards the end of this, like they would have just nipped that whole like wearing a helmet all the time shit, like, and everyone they would kind of like just breathe a little bit, right? But like, nah, they're gonna double down on that shit because we still don't see the armorer's face, bro. Like she's a whole actress, yo.
But you know what? You could do it, like in case, like I know it's gonna sound fucked up, but like in case Pedro Pascal don't want to do it anymore and they still want to do Mandalorian shit. They just need his own. Can we use your voice? If they decide okay to use his voice, they can get anybody, put anybody in that fucking thing.
There was a report that came out that he had 2 face appearances that he couldn't do because of Walking Dead. I mean, The Last of Us. Yeah, because the schedule he couldn't do it, but he was supposed to show his face twice. And I'm assuming,
I think he just bathed in little water. He's supposed to show his face.
I'm assuming maybe towards the end part where he was sitting down, maybe that was one.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And I think maybe the second one, him probably getting like captured or falling underwater. Maybe I don't know. I can't think of any time that will cause him. Or maybe Moff Gideon takes his helmet off. Like they was like
forcefully
disarm him and take his helmet off. Too,
take
like,
the helmet off.
Bro.
Yeah, like
Bro, look at his face. Look at his face.
Yeah.
He's an imposter.
Yep. I really thought that was gonna happen because I would be like, yo, that's so crazy. You just did all of that to do all that. Then my man just came and violated you real quick. Take it off. That would have been cool. But yeah, I think that the ending of it was definitely because didn't I say that when we were watching it? I'm like, yo, bro, take your helmet off. You chilling, bro. It's you and your kid. Take it off already. Like you relaxing. That was kind of weird.
I think you'll take it off inside the house, but outside. Somebody could happen.
Bro, there's nobody around, bro. They got their own land away from everybody, bro. They isolated. You can chill. That's how I was looking at it.
That helmet was
musky.
Musky, bro. You know how you wear a hat and hat for 10 days, bro? That shit has a little
I think honestly, I think the helmet must have an air unit in it that give them air.
It has to, bro. Like my glasses get foggy when it's too. Like,
because when they put it on, there's a hissing sound. So I think they got AC in that shit.
Let's say AC. They might though, but I never even thought about
something, bro. You go over here. You're like the desert. You on a desert planet, and you got that shit on, bro. You gonna overheat.
All right, Disney, you heard it here first. We're looking for a show on Disney Plus that's gonna be like the workers, the people, the armorers. We need to find out how they make these fucking helmets and how they work.
Yeah, word.
You got to armor, but she ain't gonna talk. This is the way.
No, she just hit you with another question.
Word, right? How does it work? How do you assume it to work?
She said there's only one way to find out. I gotta go in the coat. No. This is the way.
This is the way. You know what? You know what? I like your voice. Fuck it. This is the way. Oh no, I like that lady too, man. I'm mad I can't remember her name right now. But
for a Stone Cold Killer, boy.
It is, bro. And I seen her like at the Star Wars celebration joint, and then like she was dressed up like during. she was dressed up like going around with people like when it first opened during the con, dressed up as the armor. She was just fucking with people, taking pictures and like yo, she's mad cool, bro. Like, and she seems like I don't want to make it come off a certain way, but she seemed like she got a little bit of hood in her. Like, I like this lady, man.
Oh man. Oof. Episode was
Swallow. Oh, okay. Oh, I know her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the white girl, right?
Yeah. She's in a couple of shit movies.
Yeah, she's in a few things.
Yeah, man. Damn, we at almost at 4 hours right now, guys. Woo!
You can't be serious right now.
Yo, 3 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to sleep with some of them shits.
Well, y'all got a good one this week.
Word. Yeah, we're gonna end today's stream, man. We appreciate those that followed, those that liked the broadcast. Hey, if you guys haven't done so, please go ahead and watch that watch party. Share it. It's a nice little 20-minute thing, so it doesn't take too much of your time, and it's fun. It's a fun watch. Had a good time.
We had fun. We weren't negative. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Trust me. I'm negative Nancy with this Star Wars shit, and I had a good ass time. I laughed. I was like, "Oh shit!" Oh, we were like little kids.
Yeah, we were like kids, man.
So you got a real reaction with me.
I don't know. Still better than Andor to me.
They're two different shows, but yeah, I would say that.
I can agree.
But yeah, man. Again, we go live every Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Share us, like us, do all the bell notification thing with Jig, do all that. Yeah, man, we'll be back next week. We will be back next week for another episode of Untitled.
Just know that we'll be back.
We'll be back for episode 134.
Yeah,
same bat time, same bat channel.
Laters.